Habang gigil sila sa brut-brut daw, eto chill lang nakapisan. Habang gigil sila sa brut-brut daw, eto chill lang nakapisan. Nakapisan, 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 nakapisan. Habang gigil sila sa brut-brut daw, eto chill lang nakapisan.
What up, loved ones? What it do? Spotty Young right here. You know where I'm from. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're into real shit only, watch this video. Yes, sir, man. I got Big Smiley, Mira Mesa 13. You know what I'm talking about? And
Oh,
he's
what's up?
here to spit game. You know what I mean? So listen up, youngsters, all you motherfuckers that think that you can fight. Trip out on this, all you little gang members and shit. Hey, OG, and let them know something about you and shit, bro. Like, where'd you grow up? Your upbringing and shit, man.
What's up, buddy, young man? Thanks for having me on, man. So, I'm originally I was born in Texas, dog, and then I moved to California. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up in Mira Mesa, San Diego.
So growing up in Mira Mesa, San Diego, for how long? Like, how long did you stay in there in Mira Mesa?
Man, I was at Mira Mesa from about 5 years old to about 14, 15, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. So basically, like, you know what I mean? You're just growing up in there. What was your habits like? Were you like the nerd kid? Did you what did you like to do? Like, you know what I mean? Growing up.
Yeah, dog. So, man, I'll tell you. So I'll tell you from just the start, dog. So around, I don't know how old you are when you're like five or what grade you're in, around like 5, 6 years old, dog. But around that time, Colors was coming out. So I'm 40, I'm 45, about to be 46. So any of the older cats watching this know what I'm talking about. When Colors came out, oh, you probably you know Colors, that movie?
Yes, sir. Is the black folks, right?
Yeah, dog. They're like everybody gang banging and
Gang
shit. So I
banging.
remember we used to go on these little field trips. I remember there was these my homegirl, dog, she had these two brothers, dog, and they were Samoan Crips. And they were big as fuck. And I remember just like, I'm young. I used to be like fucking have my head down because they were giants and shit. But anyway, back then, dog, so that Colors was out, dog, and then in the 80s, I'm sure everywhere. I'm from San Diego, dog, but it was just gang bang fucking all over. So like I was saying, dog, fucking the first gang I was in, I was in like second grade. You know what I'm saying? It was called, like I was saying before, dog, anybody could judge how they want to say, dog. Like I said, I ain't never did no weird shit. I ain't never did no snitching, no nothing. But I'm just gonna tell my story, dog. So I was in my first gang I was in was fucking second grade. You know what I'm saying? And it was called TMC, dog, Tiny Mixed Crips. And what happened was it was a bunch of just mixed up kids, Filipinos, blacks, Mexicans, different, but their older brothers were a bunch of Crips. You know what I'm saying? In Mira Mesa at the time, it was just a gang of Crips. All the Bloods were on like the east side of San Diego, Skyline, Lincoln Park, Piru, all like that side. You know what I'm saying? Over here in Mira Mesa at the time, it was a bunch of Crips, Mira Mesa Crip, Asian Crips. And like I said, I'm gonna get into the positive stuff right now. I'm just talking about like the history of where I came from, dog. I always had this how can I word it, dog? This not a theory, but like, damn, are you a product of your environment or is it DNA? Like, is it in your DNA you're a certain way, or is it because of your environment? I believe it's both. You know what I'm saying? And like I'll talk about later on, I just recently met my father. I got taken away from him at like 2 years old, which is Filipino. It was like a social experiment. Motherfucking, oh shit, I shouldn't be cussing too much. 40 years later, I meet him. So just imagine a baby. You get taken away from your father.
Damn.
No contact, no nothing. Then you meet them 40 years later and you're damn near just like them. So it just shows how strong
Damn.
DNA really is.
Yes, sir.
I remember when I know I'm jumping all over, dog. When I was like 22, I got all blue Dickie suit, dog. And this year in Florida, but I'm like all Dickie suit, Cortez, Lokes and shit. And my mom's like, "Dang, you're just like your dad. You never even met him, and you're just like your dad." So back to California in the beginning. Tiny Mix Crips, dog. Second grade, dog. I think it's second grade. I remember I got jumped in the bathroom, and if anybody that knows this from Mira Mesa, I got jumped in by Big Sam and a bunch of cats. We go in the bathroom and we just get after it. Some kids. We're kids. We go elementary school, and we're stupid. Oh, are you in it? Whatever. We go through that little phase, dog. That's like second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth grade. There was a few other gangs there. LPB. If anybody knows from Mira Mesa, dog, they're gonna know what time it is. Like LPB, little Pinot Brothers. Then you're gonna have TPB, True Pinot Brothers, which was like the older brothers.
I heard of that.
So we went through all that. Now we start going into middle school, dog. So this is where shit, and anybody knows Wagenheim, it was like gangbang central. You know what I'm saying? Go in the comments, dog. Say what you got to say. Either talk crazy about me or you be like, "Hey, I know exactly what you're talking about," because nobody can really say nothing. Hey, I got punched twice in my life and didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you why. What happened? And that ain't really what it is. But whatever. So Wagenheim, dog, gangbang central. What happens is this. It's this now. This is like 1990 maybe, dog. 91. They're busting in everybody. So the whole Tiny Mix Crip thing. Tiny Mix Crip. That's gang number one. Call me whatever you want to call me. Elementary school. Now, I play football. I was playing football, dog. So anybody that knows, dog, we're playing like Pop Warner. I don't know if anybody knows from Cali, like Pop Warner football and shit. I started fucking with some black cats. They live in my neighborhood. These cats were from Long Beach. So what happened was, dog, their cousin came down. It wasn't many of us, but they were like, "Hey, check this out. The TMC thing fell off because we're elementary kids. The Filipinos went their way. Everybody went their way. I'm playing football, and I got some black homies that live close to me, and they're from Long Beach, dog. So they're like, "Look, we're from ICG, dog, Insane Crip Gang. You know what I'm saying? Now that's my little squad. They're like, "Hey, man, we're going to jump you in. Call me a hood hopper. Call me what you want." I'm like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years old, dog, doing this shit. They jump me in, dog, right? And there ain't even many of us. There's not many of us. There's probably like 4 of us, dog. Remember, they're from Long Beach. They moved to San Diego. Now we're at Wagenheim. These cats fuck around and get in trouble and get sent to Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm alone again. Now back to the football thing and write in the comments, dog. The Pop Warner, Mira Mesa Pop Warner, we're playing baseball. When these cats leave, I got a bunch of my other homeboys that I played football with going up. Remember, you're like, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm playing Pee Wee, Junior Pee Wee. Now I'm like this. Hey, man, come hang out with us. These cats end up being Southsiders. You know what I'm saying? Mira Mesa SURX3. So I'm in Wagenheim, and it's like gangbang central. Anybody that knows what time it was, man, it was like basically like a jailhouse. They're busting in people from Linda Vista Crips. They're busting in people from Shelltown. You know what I'm saying? Now they got all these different gangs mixed in Mira Mesa. These cats ain't even from Mira Mesa. They're coming in from different areas. You know what I'm saying? So now you put a bunch, and then you have the local gangs like Mira Mesa Crip, Mira Mesa 13, Asian. Now you're getting the Asian Crips, a bunch of Vietnamese and Cambodians, dog. All these cats. Different places. It's just not the best place to mix a bunch of young gang members together. So now everybody's at school. It's all separate. And I start messing with the Southsiders. You know what I'm saying? I get jumped in. And if anybody knows the twins, dog, John and Josh, say what's up. Crazy. The cats are crazy, dog. Super. Stab each other. Dog, I remember we have a homeboy also. And I'm probably going to be jumping all over the place, dog. And then I'm going to get to the positive stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of my life. Also, dog, any of these cats are watching this, dog. Also, big Mexican. The twins are stabbing each other at the house. Dog, they used to be wild as fuck. I'm talking with the knife. And I'm like, man, get them. I'm trying to get them to stop. And I don't want to get in between that shit. And the twin is fucking shanking each other. They're not playing. They got a pocket knife, and they used to fight, and they're fucking stabbing anyway. So they were crazy as fuck, dog. So if anybody from Mira Mesa knows them cats, you guys already know what's up. So that shit happens. There's a lot of tension, dog. All this stuff's going on. We get through middle school. And I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous though, dog, because I'm there. Nobody knows because you got to be there. I got the fucking flannel with the Cortez and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we're with the, you know, we're Dickies and shit, and we're there. But I'll be honest, as a kid, I was nervous because there was like a lot of tension all the time, dog, and there was always like, you know, fights and shit. And we were doing shit, so I was nervous, but I didn't say it. And I'm just gonna tell the truth, dog. You can call me what you want. If anybody's like, this cat weak or he's this or he's that. If you look at me from my past, nobody ain't gotta say nobody. There's no weak shit from my past, dog, except for the 2 times I got hit. But I'm gonna let you know what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? So we get through this, dog. Right now, I'm getting in a lot of fucking trouble. You know what I'm saying? And my mother, we live like in the heart of Mesa, dog. You know what I'm saying? My mom's like, hey, I'm getting in all kind of trouble. I'm getting in a bunch of fights. I'm gang banging now. I'm getting tattoos. The old school, like pick and poke shit. I got fucking I got the X with the 111, you know, on my leg and shit. My mom's like, what the fuck you doing? So back to my mom, dog, like I was saying earlier, dog, she had me at a real young age. You know what I'm saying? My mom had me when she was like 18 years old. So when I'm in the house growing up, I'm gang banging. I'm wearing a lot of blue. I got blue Cortez. Now my mom, she's hanging out with a bunch of Mesa Crips. They're older than me. So I got gangbangers coming in and out of my house anyways, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a young kid, gangbanging at school, but not no real, you know what I'm saying? Not a real gang, but this back in the 80s. So dudes are coming in with jerry curls and shit, you know what I'm saying? Looking crazy with blue flannels. And she had this other homeboy, Daryl, this big ass cat, all these Crips, but they were older, like way older than me. So I would see this. So I'm getting influenced by Colors, but the movie. I'm getting influenced by the kids at my school because their older brothers are gangbangers. I'm getting influenced by just influence, meaning like seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm getting influenced by seeing these gangbangers coming in. I don't really know what's up, but I know that how they look, and I'm putting two together. I'm like, damn, the movie, then American Me and the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting two together. All this shit's happening, dog. So now I start fucking gangbanging. My mom starts to see the signs. Then I used to joke with her, hey, mom, I got a tattoo, just to see what she would say. And she used to trip. And I'm like, no, I'm joking. I don't have nothing. Then I'd be like, mom, I got a tattoo. And I fucking showed her and she fucking tripped. Anyway, dog, get in a bunch of fucking trouble. My mom moves me out of the heart of Mesa. So I had this Filipino buddy, best friend, dog. His name was Jason. Just like me, you know what I'm saying? Jason. And we grew up together, dog. And he was the nerd kid. But we lived maybe like 10 apartments down from each other. You know what I'm saying? But I love this guy, man. I haven't talked to him in so many years, dog. I end up finding him on Facebook. And he's a part of my life, dog, that I'm just like, so anyway, his mom sees what I'm doing. So his mom dips. They take him and leave and go to some apartment complex in Scripps Ranch. Like kind of like in a nicer neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mom, dog, they were probably pissed. Because what happens is, they fuck around and move to Scripps Ranch. I'm getting all this trouble, gangbanging and shit, and doing all this shit, fighting and doing all this stuff. And I'm like one of them key latch kids, if anybody knows what that is, dog. Like your mom's at work, coming home by myself with the whole shit. You know, I'm starting to smoke weed and do the whole, the whole normal stuff. They take him to go move to this nice apartment complex. Guess what my mom does? Fucking moves in the same complex. They were fucking pissed. So this apartment complex was way off in like I said, it was just Mesa's here and Scripps Ranch is like, I don't even know. There's a lot of mountains. Florida's flat. There's a gang of mountains. All I remember is being around a bunch of mountains. So I go to this school, first year of high school. I go to the school. It's called Scripps Ranch High School. We're the ones that opened it up. And same shit, dog. They got a bunch of Asian Crips there. They got a bunch of different gangs. This is the first time that I see, and I don't want to say his name, dog. Fucking gangster as fuck. First time I ever seen Asian Bloods. It was called AB. I guess they're from the East. Dog. This cat, his name, I don't want to say his name. You know what I'm saying? I played football with his little brother. So we have a bunch of Asian Crips that go to this. They're dominating the school, dog. Van was like the OG. Bunch of Vietnamese, what's up, cuz? What's up, cuz? And this back when they used to have the like the hair in the front. I don't know if they had that in your time, dog. But they had like the hair, dog, and they'd slick it back and shit. And they were still kind of like had an accent, but they were gangsters. Fuck, dog. They had scars all over their face. And this back in 90 motherfucking 4-ish, 93-ish. What's up, cuz? What's up, cuz? They were deep. So I remember Mike, fuck, dog, the Asian Blood, he's a Filipino cat. only blood in the area. I'm talking about all back then, from what I know, what I remember, all the Asians were Crips, dog. Even like outside, you had like TOC, Tiny Oriental Crips. You had OBS, Oriental Boy Soldiers. You had who else was there, dog? I'm forgetting them now. That was like a bunch of gangs. I was talking about like Logan Heights, Lincoln Park, all the San Diego gangs, Linda Vista Crips, Samoan Blood, Samoan Crips. But I believe they had fucking I believe they had anyway, forget about it. I'm whatever.
Yeah.
Dog, this cat fucking puts homeboy through the blender. And I was like, by himself. Remember, they're all Filipinos, dog. Remember, now at this point, I'm with the essays. You know what I'm saying? So we're in our corner, kind of like just chilling. Like everybody's like, no cell phones, no nothing. There's a bunch of tension. We're just in our little corner and we're watching. They're Filipino. This cat's Filipino. These cats are Vietnamese. I remember he puts a van through the blender. And I knew him because I played football with his brother, dog, and the whole thing. After school, a gang of Asian Bloods, dog, and I believe they were on like the east side, like Skyline, around all them cats. They came up to that, and I was like, that's the first time I ever seen so many motherfuckers, Asian Bloods in general. Anyway, all that shit happens. One day, dog, we had off-campus lunch. Dog, and there was a gang called, I believe it's Pacific Kings, dog. So it wasn't Stateside Islanders. It was Pacific Kings, I believe, this happened with. So anyway, I go off campus to go eat lunch, like meaning we could fucking leave. And I'm with my homeboy Bullet. And there's not many of them in school. All the rest of these cats, dog, they're not going to school no more. You know what I'm saying? We got my homeboy Casper. We got Oso. We got the whole squad. These dudes don't go to school no more. Me and Bullet are walking down the fucking thing. My homeboy Spooky and them pull up. And they're like, man, get in the car. And we're like, man, what's up? And a fucking car hits the corner and they're busting shots. Bah, 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 bah. We jump in the fucking car and then we go. Now we're fucking running. We're dipping and diving. We end up hitting this fucking Taco Bell on right next to Mesa High School and shit. We end up stopping, dog. They end up getting out the car. We're like, whatever. My homeboy, one of the twins I was talking about, he's like, hey, fuck it, dog. He ends up shooting a fade with one of the dudes. Blends him up. Bah, 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 bah. All this shit happens, dog. It's gone. Nah, it ain't gone. Hold on. No, it ain't gone. No, now, remember, this is 1990 motherfucking 4, dog. So what happens is that around that night, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to run away. This is what happened, dog. I remember we went to LA. We were tripping, dog. Because they used to, back then, San Diego and LA, I remember they used to call us like Lego, My Ego, and we used to call them like Smiley and the whole shit. Now, we're kids, dog. We're not even leaving our little area, so we're over here talking shit. I ended up running away, dog. So I'm over here getting all this fucking trouble. I ended up fucking running away. That day, I didn't come home. I said, fuck it. We had this whole fucking master plan. We go to this fucking park, and there's a gang of us. Bunch of girls, bunch of my homeboys. We had this master plan that we were going to run away, and we're going to go to Las Vegas. And I'm going to get to the positive stuff soon, dog. We're going to go to Vegas, and the ones that are like 16, 17 are going to work. And the younger ones are like me, like I'm 14-ish. And we're going to like make and like this whole time, there's a lot of crazy shit happen. We're gonna like get old enough to go ahead and work. So anyway, my homeboy had an '88 Honda Civic, dog. I'll never forget. Spooky. His name was Tony. If you guys see this, dog, you guys know what time it is. He has the '88 Honda Civic. I believe there was fucking. I don't want to say 13, dog. I've always been saying there was 13 of us. I'm not sure about saying that because the whole Southsider thing, or if there was actually 13 of us. But we had to go steal another car. I didn't. And I'm not saying that like that. I'm in the park, dog. So we're in the park waiting for my homeboys to go to go steal a car. My mom comes in the park. I didn't realize this till after. She comes in the park. I remember we seen the lights, and later on I found out that was her. My homeboys go take a van, dog. It's so long ago, so this ain't no snitching shit, dog. I ain't trying to sit here. I'm just telling a story. You know what I'm saying? They end up getting a fucking van, dog. They come back. We jump in the van. Now there's 2 carloads of us. And we're like, fuck it. We're going to motherfucking Vegas in 2 carloads. We ain't got no fucking bread. We ain't got shit, dog. We end up going to LA. I remember we're in East LA and we're tripping. We're tripping, dog. I'm like, we got the van door open and we're throwing up gang signs. Dog. We lucky we didn't die. Put it that way. We throwing up gang signs and shit, thinking we're fucking crazy. Dog. So we're surviving by doing runouts. I believe we were gone for about like a week. So we go from San Diego, shoot up to LA, and then we were going to go to Las Vegas. So we're in LA, we go into the store, and I'm doing this shit, and I mean, I don't think there's no statue. I mean, there's probably a statue. I did some runouts, dog. We go in the fucking shit, we grab some food, and we fucking run out the motherfucking the shit to like eat. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. We ran. That's a small story, dog. Anyway, we're doing this. So we start going to fucking Vegas, and the motherfucking van breaks down in the middle of a desert. So we're like, fuck, remember there's a gang of us, so we all can't fit in that 88 Honda Civic.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna probably try to speed some of the story up, dog, because I'm gonna be here fucking for a long ass time. So we motherfucking the van breaks down in Vegas. We end up going back. So now I have these two best friends, dog, that I grew up with, these two twins. And I remember meeting them in second or third grade, dog. And they were always like, wow. They were the kids that like your parents would be like, nah, you can't hang out with them. They were fighting constantly, dog. When we used to play Pop Warner football, dog, we lose. Mira Mesa, dog. If anybody knows what time it is, because there's a bunch of I don't even got to hear Mike Pittman, dog. I'm not a big NFL football player. Anyway, dog, I'm not gonna start naming names that went to the NFL. But we would lose so much, dog. We would lose so much that we would start fights after the fucking game. I'm kind of going back in reverse here, dog. Me and the twins, I don't know if anybody, y'all shake hands after the game. No, we'd be like, all right, you ready? Just blast somebody. Just start fights. Then we would just whack as in a team. We would lose, but we try to fight everybody. But besides that, damn, losing fucking train of thought. So I had these two best friends. They were wild as fuck. Super fucking wild. They set me up to come back. And they didn't set me up like that, dog, like in a bad way. It's because my mom, dog, what my mom was doing, when I was gone, she's going to my homeboys' houses asking for me, and she's pulling pistols out and putting it to their fucking head and being like, dog, where's Jason?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And not that that's why the twins set me up. They cared about me, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they seen I was gone. They were still in Mira Mesa, and I'm gone with the homeboys. And remember, they're kind of the ones that bring me into this game. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm off the chain with the rest of the squad. They're still back at the house. They're still back at the fucking house. So I remember them saying this, dog. So we break down, we go back to Mira Mesa. And I remember they're like, and this is going to get into some stories that lead me to Florida and the other places. So they tell me, hey, dog, we're going to change. I forgot how they got me to this apartment complex. But they were like, something like, we're going to change cars. We're going to do something along these lines. No, we go to the apartment complex and my mom is fucking there. You know what I'm saying? my mom, get the fuck in the, I'm like, oh man, whatever, this whole thing, dog. She takes me out of school and now I'm at homeschool, but I'm off the chain. You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to lock me down in this corner. I forgot the name of the damn apartment complex, dog. It was way in the corner of nowhere, kind of surrounded by mountains and shit, from what I remember. And I'm going to homeschool now. So no school, no nothing, because the whole incident that happened at Scripps Ranch High, plus some fighting that was going on there, and me running away. So she's like, man, you're going to go to homeschool. You're getting locked down.
Trying to save your life.
And my mom, the thing is, what's up?
She over there trying to save your life.
She was trying to save my life, dog. You know what I'm saying? And she was young, but she was still, she was a good mom, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was young and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at homeschool now. I'm locked down. I'm like going crazy, dog. So I got my homeboys coming to the complex. My homeboy Gumby, dog. I don't even start naming a bunch of names, but they're coming to me. And we had these little chicks in the complex, our age, and we're just blowing them out. Whatever, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, but the complex is an apartment complex. So we're just going there doing stupid shit, dog, that kids do. And my place ended up being like the little hangout place because there's a lot of girls in the complex, dog. So we're doing our thing. So the one day, dog, so this is what changed, this kind of what changed the trajectory of what was going on here, is this one day. So she wouldn't let me go back to Mira Mesa because what was going on, like the heart of Mira Mesa, dog, because the twins' house was like gangbang central, dog. The dad was cool as fuck. He was cool, dog. And we're smoking, the cool dad, you can smoke cigarettes. There's tagging on the wall. We would go get in fights and the dad be like, did you win? And this is going to come up later on in the story. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did you win the fight, dog? Whatever. So it was my mom's birthday. And she goes, you know what? I'm gonna let you go to the twins' house. She's like, I'm going to Vegas with my boyfriend. And I was an asshole to the boy, whatever. Forget, that's small shit, dog. So she goes, I'm gonna let you go to the twins' house. You know what I'm saying? You can go for the weekend. I'm gonna go to Vegas. It's my birthday. She like gave me a chance. Like, go ahead. Dog, the first night we were fucked over. You know what I'm saying? So, and anybody that sees this, dog, is gonna know. I mean, if the twins, I don't know if the twins watch this shit, dog. You my dogs, I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? They end up doing a bunch of time and being wild as fuck too. But anyway, so we go there. We go to 7-Eleven. I go to the twins' house, dog. We go to 7-Eleven. There's 4 of us. There's 4. I don't want to name the names. There's 4 of us. You know what I'm saying? The twins and another cat. You know what I'm saying? And the other cat, he ended up in that, whatever. So we go to 7-Eleven, and we're like 14 years old, dog. So we're drinking beers. I'm getting drunk off one fucking beer. So we go to this house, dog. We're going back to the twins' house, and there's these 2 cats playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like our age, dog. Like, and I don't know them. I'm thinking the twins know them. I don't even know. 2 cats playing basketball, and I get probably what happened later on. As an adult, I kind of see where it probably went down. But we started playing basketball with these cats. We got the Dickies with the flannel. This is 1994, dog. You know what I'm saying? And we might have been getting rough. I don't remember. So I never been a bully. I'll tell you that, dog. I never fucking been a bully. I don't like bullies. Never been one, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I never liked them. So I don't know if I know I wasn't being rough with these cats. The twins, I don't know. They're not, I don't know, wild. So they don't give a, it's not about being a bully. They're wild as fuck. So we're done playing basketball, dog. There's 4 of us. We're kind of drunk because we're young. And we're not alcoholics, dog, so it doesn't take much. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy, Looney, he's sitting on the curb, dog. He's drunk. I don't know if he had 1 or 2 beers. One of the twins is on the other side of the basketball court getting his shit together. The other twins in the front yard getting his shit together. And this cat walks up, dog. And we're like 14, 15 years old. This dude's like 23 years old. And he's stocky. And he rolls up. Well, he rolls up to me. And he's like, what's up, dog? You got a problem with my homeboy German? I didn't know the dude's names. I didn't know who was who. And if you're watching this, dog, I don't even know your name, but whatever. You could write in the comments, dog, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was 23. We're teenagers. He's Mexican cat, dog. He's rolled. I don't know, dog. To be honest, I don't know. It was nighttime. I don't know if he's a Mexican or Filipino, which I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He starts gangbanging. Oh, man, Diego, whatever, dog, whatever. I forgot what gang it was. I think it was like Diego something. So anyway, he goes, you got a problem with my homeboy German. And I just put on my flannel. You know what I'm saying? And back then, we used to carry screwdrivers, and this is all self-defense, and this is when I was a kid. And I might just be making all this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? This might be a fictional story. Yeah. But I put on a flannel, you know what I'm saying? And he's smoking a cigarette, and he's like, man, who got a problem with my homeboy German? I'm like, man, I don't know who German is. I don't know who you're talking about. He goes, you call me a liar? And he flicks a cigarette in my face. Bah! So one, my mom made me fight when I was 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? So and not that I was the toughest guy. I used to be scared as fuck, but I'll fight. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom made me, dog. She made me fight when I was 3 years old. I'll skip past that story. My mom made me go anyway. And she was like, hey, she told me this, dog. She goes, if you don't go fight, she goes, I'm going to whip your ass. I came home crying, hey, whatever. And she's like, hey, if you don't go out there and fucking fight, I'm going to beat your ass, dog. So me and my mom went out there, and I'm crying. I'm fucking fighting at 3 years old. Anyway, dog. But he flicks a cigarette on my face. So I got different things going on. One, I wasn't programmed to be a buster, dog. 2, one, my mom made me fight. So I was always fighting. 2, I got my homeboys there. And back then when you're a kid, you have your reputation. You got to make a decision, dog. Am I going to be a fucking buster or am I going to? And definitely the buster shit wasn't even in the thought process. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even an option. So homeboy flicks a cigarette on my face. I back up to take off my flannel. And I don't know. Some happens from behind him. You know what I'm saying? No. Hold on. Let me not jam up this story. I'm not gonna say no names or anything like that, but let me not jam up the story. This is what happened. Okay, yeah. Okay, hold on now. Let me backtrack my buster shit because maybe this sounds a little buster-ish. Hold on. It's nighttime. He flicks a cigarette in my face, dog. I back up to take my flannel off to fight. I don't have a screwdriver. I don't have nothing on me. Yeah. It's nighttime, dog. He pulls something out from his back. I thought it was a pistol. So I take off. So this is where the buster shit comes into play. I said, man, he got a pistol. I'm out. But I only took a few different steps. You know what I'm saying? But who the fuck's not gonna? I don't give a dog. If a motherfucker's about to blast you in your face, dog, I got a gun. I got a pistol pulled in my head one more time here in Florida. So I don't give a fuck how. Some people are like, man, whatever, do it. I took off, dog. I ain't even a trip.
Not me, though. My ass took off too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, man.
Yeah.
I said, hey, he got a pistol. I'm out. I took like 4 or 5 steps. He pulls out the motherfucking, I got these headphones. He pulls it out, dog, and I see it do this shit. So I'm like, that ain't no fucking pistol, dog. What he did was, this motherfucker, I don't know if he did it on the fly, but he had a motherfucking, he had a bike inner tube, dog, that he cut in half. You know what I'm saying? So when he pulls it out, I'm thinking it's a pistol. I'm taking a few different steps, and he rolls up on one of the twins and blasts him in his face. Bah, and I see it wobble. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen it wobble, I'm like, that ain't no, I mean, I'm only taking it, I'm like, and I'm right back. You know what I'm saying? When I seen this shit wobble, something happens from behind. You know what I'm saying? So when he gets hit from behind, he busts out to the street. It was, I ain't even got nothing to fucking shit. It was like the fucking movies, dog. So the first one that got hit, he got blasted in his face with the inner tube. He throws a screwdriver at me. And that shit was like perfectly, like, you know what I'm saying? And I, like I said, I'm not glorifying none of this shit. I'm just telling a story of a past where I ended up pulling out of that shit. So I'm all cranked up because I drank some coffee. So I'm not sitting here like, hey, kids, go do this. I'm just telling you some shit that might be fictional or not. You know what I'm saying? It might or whatever. I catch the fucking screwdriver. You know what I'm saying? Now we run out to the street. You know, I think this guy was on, we used to call it Crazo back in the day. I think he was on Crystal, dog. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He was all cranked up. Remember, he's stocky. He's a grown man. We're like kids, but we ain't trying to be busters. You know what I'm saying? The dude's stocky as fuck, dog. He runs out to the street. Now, if you figure a street like this, dog, now I got this screwdriver in my hand. Fuck it, I'm gonna whatever. It was a long ass time ago. You know what I'm saying? I got this screwdriver in my hand. The dude runs out to the street. You got one cat right here. I'm on this side of him. My homeboy Looney, he ends up getting locked up with us. He didn't do nothing at all. He's sitting on the fucking curb. And we try to tell the cops that, hey, he didn't do nothing. Anyway, I'm here. The dude's in the middle. He says, fuck it, and runs at one of the fucking twins. You know what I'm saying? And this is so long ago, dog. I mean, we were juveniles. You know what I'm saying? And the case got dropped anyway. So the twin runs. And they're always big for their age, dog. So they were gangster as fuck. I'm not in the terms of, yes, in the terms of gangbanging, but in the terms of like they'll fight whoever and they didn't give a fuck. They fought each other so much, they had too much exposure therapy. They weren't scared to get punched in their face, put it that way. People are usually scared, like, I don't want to get hit. They fought so much growing up that they didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this happens, dog. He runs at one of the twins. The twin goes to take off, but he trips. And I don't know what happened. Something happens to him, you know, and then he runs back towards me. You know what I'm saying? Now in self-defense, because now later on I figured out when you flick a cigarette at somebody, that's assault. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm defending myself. One, I'm a minor. I don't think any cops or anything is gonna really be tripping about this. Anyway, dog, I'm a minor, and motherfucking they dropped the case, and motherfucking he's a grown man. Anyway, dog, he runs towards me now. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I'm on the opposite side of him. The one is here. He runs at him. He swings. This one trips, turns back around, and if something happens, then he runs towards me, and I fucking close my eyes, and we played baseball together, dog. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they're like, so I hit a boom. You know what I'm saying? A bing. And if anybody's ever, I don't know, I'm not glorifying any of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If anybody's ever, I'm sure a lot of people stab people before. It doesn't, for me, it didn't feel like, I didn't feel like anything. You know what I'm saying? And it was a self-defense, if you want to call it that, whatever. No, it was self-defense. So anyway, boom, homeboy takes off running. He's running now, right? And we're all chasing him, talking shit now. You know what I'm saying? Because we're kids. We're talking some gang shit. Whatever. Dog, the dude runs. That's why I think he was on Crystal. I don't know for sure. The dude runs down the street. We're lined up like this. He stops. He stops far away, starts jumping up, and runs back towards us. So remember, we're fucking teenagers, dog. And I remember closing my eyes again. Dog, so we're lined up like the motherfucking 300. I'm like, I don't know if I was scared, dog, because I was kind of drunk. But maybe I was nervous. I don't know. I ain't trying to play no gangster shit. I'm like this. The guy runs through the line. I remember swinging again, and he runs past us. And remember, this is back in 1990 motherfucking four, dog. So we think everybody's doing drive-bys. Everybody got a gun, and everybody's doing drive-bys. Any car that comes, they're doing fucking drive-bys. Later on, I found out it wasn't his people. So what happened was, a car stops and asks him, because I don't know what happened, dog. I'm thinking nothing's even wrong with the guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're doing things to him. I'm thinking like he's cool. Nothing even happened. The car must have stopped. I don't know if he was bleeding or whatever, dog. The car must have stopped and was like, what's going on? So a hand came out the window. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was a gun. I'm thinking everything's a gun. Dog, I'm thinking the fucking inner tube's a gun. I watched too much fucking American Me in Colors, dog. When he pulled out the inner tube, he got a gun, let's go. The car stops and it's like, hey, what's going on? They got a gun, let's go. Dog, we're running. We take off. We're out. We're jumping through backyards. And we're jumping through backyards, dog. We get to the twins' house. And remember I was telling you the pops, dog, he was so cool that we used to tell him we got in fights. Man, we fought these Asian Crips, dog. And we fought, and the dad would be like, oh man, did you win? Did you whatever? Dog, we go back to the house this night and we're like, remember my mom just went to Vegas. I'm just spending the night like we do back in the day at the friend's house. And hey, man, we just stabbed this cat. Dog, that Pops was tripping. He was like, what the fuck, you dumbass motherfucker? He started, usually he was all with it. Oh man, how'd you do? You know what I'm saying? He was tripping about stabbing somebody, dog. So we're like, whatever, dog. I remember I go into the room, dog, right? And I'm like, I didn't, dog, it's self-defense, dog, right? So I'm sitting here, I'm like this. I'm like, I'm freaking out. I ain't did no snitching, nothing like that. I didn't snitch, dog. I don't give a fuck how scared I was or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I remember going in the room, dog, there's blood on my hand. You know, and maybe this is fictional, dog. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just trying to be cool and say this story. It might be all fake as fuck. So I got blood on my hand, dog, right? And I'm like, nah, dog, I ain't stabbing, but not on no snitch shit, dog. Because by the time the cops got us, I ain't say nothing. So, but I'm just freaking out, like I got blood on my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, dog. I remember we threw all the shit down in the room, dog. They got all kind of shit, dog. Knives and pocket knives and screwdrivers. I remember just throwing it on the floor and be like, nah, man, I ain't stabbed. I ain't stabbed. They were like, yeah. They were like, yeah, you did. Not on them being snitched shit either. Nobody snitched. But they're like, Jay, remember I said we used to play football or baseball together? And I used to be pitcher, dog. And they were like, you know, we're kids, dog. So we're saying stupid shit. They're like, yeah. It was like you were pitching. Like you were throwing a fucking pitch. And whatever, dog. Right after that, fucking knocking on the door. And I'm like this. Now a couple of my other homeboys came to the house. So there's like a little squad of us. There's probably like 1, 2, 3, probably like 5 or 6 of us at this point. They come knocking at the door. Hey, did anybody you guys get in a fight tonight? And one of the twins is a G, dog. We all ended up getting locked up, and I ended up having a fight as soon as I got to juvenile hall. And if everybody we'll get there in a second. So they go, you guys getting a fight tonight? And we were like, nah, of course we're like, nah. And they were like, nah. Well, who stabbed him? And one of the twins was like, I did. Straight gangster as fuck. Like, I did. But remember, there were 2 witnesses there. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up taking the whole blame anyway. But he took the blame right there like a gangster, dog. Like for me, his brother, and the other kid didn't do anything anyway. Looney didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But for me and his brother, he's like, man, I did. And they were like, nah. Where's little so-and-so at? Because I guess they named me too. You know what I'm saying? So they take us, all 4 of us. You know, I try to be kind of honorable, dog. Oh, nah, Looney did whatever. They take us all to the police department, dog. I think it was Mary Mason. And if anybody later on knows the juvenile hall, because I forgot, dog, it was unit 1400 maximum security. I forgot. It wasn't San Diego. It was in San Diego, but let me know which juvenile hall it was. Anyway, dog. So we go to the police department. Nobody's snitching. I'm over here saying the guy fell down on a fucking sprinkler, dog. I don't know, because they're like, hey, he got shit in. You know what I'm saying? He's bleeding. I'm like, oh, he fell down. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They end up taking us to juvenile hall, dog. So we go to like I said, I try to look it up, dog. That shit's gone. The juvenile hall's still there. I don't know if they took down. I think kids were getting like fucked over in there. I'm not sure. But dog, we go to unit 1400 maximum security. If anybody knows in Mary Mason, when you walk down the juvenile hall, you had to cross your arms. So we're walking. We had this light blue fucking shirt on, dog. Said unit 1400. So I get there, dog. Right? They ask me where I'm from. Oh, so before that, little not side story, dog. We're in this fucking holding tank, dog. And there's a bunch of just Asians, dog. You got TOC in there. You had these 2 cats from Lincoln Park, Pyru, dog. And everybody knows about they're Sindo bloods. So they wear green and shit. They're not red. Like, they are regular. They're gangster as fuck. Let me not say that. But they don't wear red. You know about that, Potty Young? The Sindo bloods, the Lincoln Parks?
Yeah, they wear green, right?
They wear green.
Yeah.
So there's these 2 Sindo bloods in there. These 2 black cats. and they're telling me how they just shot these cats up because I think I don't know if they murdered the dudes or what, but they had these white paper fucking jumpsuits on. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we're all chopping it up, talking. I don't know why they're telling me their story. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, now they shoot us to our thing. They asked me where I'm from. I told them I'm from Mesa 13. So they put me with the essays. You know what I'm saying? And I had to fight ASAP. But I get it. And I'll tell the story why I had to fight. And it was the same thing. It was like Buster or Mark. Which one do you do? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and it was my fault. Part of that shit was my fault. I get testing you, dog. Okay, but part of it was my fault. I'll tell the story. We shoot up in there, dog. And the cat I got, that was in my cell, dog. So what happens is it was 3 fucking hallways, dog, like A, B, and C. And it was like doorways on each side. And there was like a little slit, dog, like just like little like prison ass cells, dog. 2-man cells, bunk bed, with the little fucking the little desk coming out the wall. So I go in there and my cellmate is this cat, Little Bones. And if you see it, Little Bones, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm gonna say is true, you know what I'm saying? So we're in there, we're chopping it up. Remember, I'm 14 years old, dog. Okay, I'm coming from the street. I know what time it is. First time ever getting arrested, first time getting locked up. Chopping it up with Little Bones. I have flip-flops on, so they're not letting me out to the yard yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So because I guess you need shoes to go out. You know what I'm saying? So first day, dog, you know how it is, man. I mean, I guess, I ain't been locked up that much. I never went to prison, nothing like that. I went to the county here and there in Florida, but you're talking, hey, what's up, man? Where you from? You start talking about your girlfriends and what you did in 3rd grade. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about all this shit. So I'm mistakenly thinking me and homeboys are buddies, which we were never buddies, dog, but we were all right, I guess, if you want to call it that. You know what I'm saying? So I was confused what happens next because we had a fade. We had a fight. You know what I'm saying? And but it's my fault. So anyway, what happened? Maybe first day, because I was only there for a short amount of time, dog. Maybe like a week before they let me out. So it wasn't no crazy ass amount of time. It was like, I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh man, I did all this crazy ass. I'm this super fucking gang banged out. I'm in there for about a week, but like 2 days in, 3 days in, I gotta fight Little Bones. And if you see it, you know we fought. You know what I'm saying? You can write in the comments if I'm lying or not. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is I'm fucking up. There's this dude. So remember, there's A, B, and C, dog. I'm down the middle. There's doors on each side. There's this dude named Chuco. And then you could, I mean, if you watch this too, dog, if you got out of prison, I believe he was in there for murder, dog. So he was 18. He was swole, dog. He's from Shelltown. You know what I'm saying? So think about this, and I get it. Think about this. There's two sides of the hallway. How can I word? And I'm on this side. Chuco's on this side, directly in front of me. So if I'm at the window doing anything, he sees what I'm doing. My homeboy Looney is next to him. I'm throwing up gang signs and shit. Was like thinking it's I'm thinking I'm at like Disneyland. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing up what's up, dog? Meanwhile, he's watching me the whole time, dog. He's in there for murder. He's 18, he's about to go to prison. He's swole. I'm like 14 years old. So he's probably watching me, dog, and he's like, who the fuck is this kid, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? And his name is Chuco from Shelltown. So if anybody knows him, I don't know him like that, but that's who it was. You know what I'm saying? Throwing up gang signs, not realizing there's some dude in the shadows directly across watching me. So remember, I guess I don't know or not because I wasn't in there for that long, but he must have been running shit for the essays. So I'm sleeping one day, dog, and it's probably like 2 or 3 days in, and Little Bones is at the window saying whatever. I get up, and he turns around. He's like, hey, man, we got to fight. And I'm like, as a kid, dog, I'm going to fight. But as a kid, like, first thing I thought we were cool. But not on no scary shit, just kind of confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we were cool. And he was like, look, he goes, man, it ain't like that, dog. The thing is, we fought, but we were cool. He goes, it ain't like that, man. He goes, either you fight or they're going to take your shit. And remember, I didn't have no shoes. I'm like, I'm already, boom. I jump off the bunk like, you know, of course. One, there's 4 of us in there. There's me and the twins that are wild as fuck. 2, I'm fighting anyway. 1, whether I'm scared or not, I'm going to fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying, which I was talking with you earlier, dog. The whole name and the whole, how people perceive you, dog, it don't matter when you get older. But at the time, it meant shit to me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't give a fuck. Like, as long as I'm living righteous, I'm doing my thing. Everybody's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Some are gonna love me, some are not. Majority, I feel like they love me. But anyway, as long as my family loves me, that's the main thing. But I got some tight ass. So I jump off the thing. He ties his shoes. And I come up and I think I got my flip-flops on and I'm like, boy, I jump on, I'm like, what's up? You ready? It was like some mutual, you ready? And we start blading. Bah, 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 bah. We start going. You know, we're rustling a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. And he was Little Bones. So I don't know if you watch stuff like this, dog. He had a brother. He was from Mesa Locals in Oceanside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a brother. They called him, I believe it was Big Bones or Bones, and he was Little Bones from Mesa Locals. So he was a G. So if anybody from Mesa Locals watching this, dog, he was a G, dog. Like, you know, he made me fight. Not made me fight, dog, but he gave me the option. He gave me the option to fight. So we fought. You know what I'm saying? Jump off, so we're blazing, dog. Bye-bye. He was 2 years older than me, 16, I'm 14. We're going in. You know, and then whatever. So we stop. He's like, all right, we're good. So we stop. I sit down on the bump, and then he goes to the door and he tells Chuco, like, yeah. And then he sits down and he points to the door. So I go to the fucking door. And Chuco's like this. He didn't even say nothing. He's like, he's like. So I remember I'm like this, and I'm like, I look at Little Bones. Little Bones just shook his head like, he was trying to look out for me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He shook his head. So I just shook my head like, all right. Now, am I nervous? Probably. You know what I'm saying? But am I going to fight? For sure. You know what I'm saying? But remember, someone was looking out for me. I'm not, maybe this sounds weak or not. Remember, I didn't have shoes yet. So I'm like locked. I'm in the fucking cell the whole time. They're not letting me out to the fucking yard. You know what I'm saying? So I got a black eye now. So I come out to the fucking day room, dog. Little Bones like, you straight, man? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, oh, not on some like, you straight, like, what's up? Because we got to go back to the fucking room anyway. But he was on some like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And then the twins, and they see my black eye. And one of the twins stood up like, man, what's up? And I'm like, no, we good, man. Like, I was all proud and shit, dog. You know, stupid ass little kid. No, I fought, man. It's all good. He's like, no, man, what's up? I said, no, chill out. Because he stood up like, man, what's like in the day room and shit? Like, man, what's up? And there was another blood in there, dog. His name was fucking Mike, dog. So he was from Mira Mesa. This blood that we knew because playing football, one of the little brothers was a close friend of mine, this black cat, and they had this big ass blood in there, dog, that knew us. And one of the twins was in his cell with this big ass blood named Mike, dog. What's his last name, dog? Big ass gangster ass motherfucker, dog. Like, but he was 18, so he's like Chuco's age. Remember, I'm like 14, so he's in the cell with Mike. We know Mike. There's 4 of us: the twins, my homeboy Looney, and me. So the twins like, what's up? I said, nah, man, we straight. Good night, man. You sure, dog? I said, nah, we straight. It's over, dog. I was like, we just had a little something. They're like, all right. So they let it ride. So, and this one cat tried to take my milk, dog. So we're sitting here, motherfucker tried to slide over and grab my shit. I'm like, I think he was a blood dog from somewhere. He tried to slide. I'm like, hold on, dog. Like, we were going to make a scene. You know, someone just try to take your shit real quick, dog. Like you're eating. There's guards all over the place. And they just try to slide your shit. I'm like, man, watch out, dog. So they just let it go. But anyway, me and him we ain't had a fight like that. It was on some like quiet shit. So, dog, now I'm going back and forth with like, I don't know who's, I'm young. I don't know. I don't know if it's like detectives or whoever. They're going back and forth. I'm sticking with my fucking shit. He fell, dog. I don't know. I didn't see nothing. He fell on a sprinkler. Well, he has this fucking 2-inch thing that's going in his thing. He has these big ass gashes. I don't know. He ran. I seen him running. He fell. They're like, all right, well, we're going to charge you like attempted murder, dog. We're going to try to give you like 4 years and send you to CYA. And scare me and shit. And I'm just like, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, even though I was part of it, I'm like, I don't know. Dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. So the day I get my shoes, call it week if you want. The day I get, they let me out. So I never met up with Chuco. You know what I'm saying? I know I wasn't hiding, dog. I don't even know if motherfucking Juvenile has PC, dog. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. I was in the fucking room with Little Bones the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I was hiding. I get my shoes and they're like, oh, whatever, so-and-so, my full name, pack it up, you're going home. And I was so fucking happy, dog. I'm talking about, dog, I'm in there, because remember, I'm in this fucking cell, like 24, damn near 24. The only motherfucker I'm contacting is Little Bones, because he's my roommate, and then motherfucking when I go out to eat right quick. And we're doing some kind of school, but it's bullshit. They're probably throwing away our fucking homework anyway, dog. So I remember I'm like, God, I'm over like, God, I won't even cuss anymore. I won't even use curse words if you let me out of this situation. I ain't snitching, but I'm just praying, dog. Like, I don't want to be in there, dog. I'm looking out the window and I'm 14 years old. No snitching. And I mean, I'm putting myself on here because you could write on there, oh, this dude, whatever. He didn't do none of that. I didn't do none of that. But anyway, I'm still praying to God, though, like, please, God, if you let me out of this situation, I'll do better, dog. You know what I'm saying? Even though as soon as I got out, all that shit went away anyway. I still believe, you know, I'm still Thank you for everything. But anyway, so I get my shoes. They let me out. I give little Bones the shoes. Boom. I'm like, here, dog. There you go. You know what I'm saying? You can have the shoes, dog, and I'm out. So anyway, I go out. I'm super happy. We go to court. I remember I'm young, dog. I'm young. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I'm just like, my mom, you got to go to court. Okay, all right. Like, I don't know. I'm just, I hope nothing. I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm hoping nothing I'm hoping I don't get those 4 years of COA. That's all I know. I don't know no legal procedures. I don't know nothing, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember going to court and the dude didn't show up. The guy didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? So we leave. We leave. And that's all I kind of remember. Then my mom was like, hey, check this out. You're going to go to New York for the summer, dog. Because my family, I'm half Dominican and Filipino. So all my Dominican side lives in New York. You know what I'm saying? And my mom's like, I used to go there for the summer right quick, a month or 2 weeks or whatever. So my mom tells me this. And I guess she had a thing like, hey, I'm going to send this cat. I'm sending him away from California. I guess, I don't know. Remember, she's the one dealing with all that, dog. She's like, I'm sending this cat away. So we go to court, nothing happens, dog. And later on, I find out they, whatever, dog. However, they dropped it and the whole thing. And one of the twins took the blame or whatever for all of us. You know what I'm saying? No snitching. Nobody ever snitched, nothing like that. They send me away. And my mom tells me this, hey, you're just going to go there for like a month or something like that. So I go there. My cousin, remember, I don't speak Spanish, dog. So I'm in California. I'm in, this is 94, 95-ish, dog. 95-ish, 94. So I'm in 95 probably. I'm in New York when there's Biggie and Tupac beef. But that shit don't mean nothing, dog, because check it out. California is here and New York is here. That's just no real beef. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried. We used to be beefing with the Asian Crips and shit, dog. I'm worried about these motherfuckers. I ain't worried about Biggie Smalls in New York. And when I went to New York, I stayed in Spanish Harlem. They weren't worried about California motherfuckers. They were super interested. I'm there with Dickies with my socks pulled up, and I got Chuck Taylors on and shit, and Cortez and white t-shirts. And they're like, oh man, how is it in Cali? And they're asking me all these questions. So I'm over here like, answering questions, dog, and my family. So there was no beef, dog. Like, it's just rat beef anyway, dog. So, but I still didn't feel I fit in there because everybody's speaking Spanish to me, and I'm in Spanish Harlem. So if anybody knows a Spanish Harlem in like 95, any of those times, dog, I guess it's gentrified. I haven't been to New York, but it's straight hood as fuck. It's like the buildings with fucking crack vials and everybody smoking weed on the corner. I stayed on 139th and Broadway for a little bit. People are speaking Spanish to me, and I don't speak Spanish. And they're like, oh, what a shame. You don't speak Spanish. That just made me feel like, I had more anger, dog. I already had anger inside me already. So, this is leading up to me going to Florida. I only stayed there probably for like a month or two, maybe 3 months. So they're like, it went from 1 month to whatever. Let me fast forward. I don't speak Spanish. I'm not comfortable. Then they go, hey, my mom's like, hey, check it out. Why don't you just go to school for 2 weeks? I'm like, fuck no. Not like that. But I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, fuck. I'm not from here. I got my socks pulled up. These motherfuckers are from wearing, I don't know what the fuck, FUBU. They're just different from me.
Yeah.
Don't run. The females were bad as fuck. Like, you know, they had big butt, the whole thing. But I'm like, man, I don't fit in with none of these cats. So my family, I had some family that lived in Florida. I used to be telling my mom, man, I want to come back. And what happened was, dog, there was a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? My mom didn't want to let me come back to California. I wanted to go back so bad, dog. So bad. And she's like, nah, you're not coming back. I said, send me to Florida then. You know what I'm saying? Let me take my chances in Florida. Make sure my shit ain't gonna fucking, I'm over here talking your ass off by the young man, my bad. So I go to Florida, dog, and I stay with my aunt, rest in peace. And soon as I get there, same shit, dog, I got my Dickies and the whole thing. Cause I'm still California like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my aunt, she was like a psychologist or psychiatrist, something like that, dog. But she bring this paper of all these gangs in Florida. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to get into where my whole change happened. I mean, that's really bored, dog. But she brings me this paper of all these gangs. And remember, I'm used to like Bloods and Crips and like Southsiders. And in different style, like the TOCs and the Asian Crips and the Oriental Boys. All these cats, dog. Skyline, Pyru, Eastside Pyru, Lincoln Park, Logan Heights, 30s. All these cats, I'm like, that's the shit I'm used to, dog. So I go there, and over here they got like the GDs and the folks. They got Bloods and Crips too, but the GDs and so I'm seeing like pitchforks and stars and shit, and I'm like 6-point stars. What's up?
They got Latin Kings in there.
Latin King. So I'm seeing the crowns, like the 5-point crowns. And
Yeah.
we don't have that in Cali.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't, I mean, I don't know how it is now. I think there's some folks over there now, but we don't have like at the time 6-point stars and 5-point crowns and all that. We were like with colors, even though things changed, dog, because I come from the days and whatever, dog, times changed, man. But when Bloods were red and Crips were blue, like back then, dog, there was no, I know things changed. I ain't disrespecting nobody. Back then, it was like Bloods only wore whatever. So I remember looking at all this shit. I'm like, man, shit's weird as fuck, dog. But I thought everybody was weak here. You know what I'm saying? And one of my homies, you know what I'm saying? So I go to school. I got suspended like 2 or 3 weeks into school. And I'm going to slide by some of these stories real quick because small, stupid shit, but a real quick one where it showed me that Florida's not that fucking soft. Because I'm thinking they're back in the 80s, dog. Because back in the 80s, the dudes would have like gold teeth back in Cali. They'd have like a gold tooth with like the jerry curl. So I get here, and motherfuckers grilled up. They were gold teeth and shit. So I'm thinking they're like, man, these cats are back. They're stuck back in the 80s and shit. So motherfucking one of my homeboys, a friend of mine, first kind of cat that took me in, the Chicos, the Spanish cat took me in, but they're different Spanish cats. They're like Colombians and Venezuelans and different people over here. So the Chicos took me in. What's up, man? You want to come play basketball? Whatever, whatever. So his brother's doing 5 years in prison. It was a Colombian cat. His name was Carlos. His brother's Adolfo, and they took me in. His brother's doing 5 years in prison for shooting some cats out here in Florida, in South Florida. So I moved to South Florida when I first came here, Fort Lauderdale, like Broward County and shit. He's doing 5 years. So Carlos, he's like the man. Everybody's like, oh man, this guy's the man. This guy's the, whatever, whatever. So I'm, you know, kids, you're joking. Anyway, dog, long story short, I'm joking around with him. I'm playing with him about $1 he owed me. And he starts going in. We're on the bus, dog. I'm like, man, what's up? You got that $1 you owe me? Like playing, like as a kid. But, you know, you're like trying to, and I learned a valuable lesson. Don't fuck with people like that, dog. Like, man, what's up, dog? Trying to push up on people to make them be like, oh no, I got your $1. You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? You got he's bigger than me. Man, you got my $1? And he's like, man, I'll give you your $1 when I feel like it. And then that got me mad. Even though I was playing, but the way he responded to me, I'm like, hold on, dog, who the fuck you talking about? Anyway, man, you ain't in California, dog. I'm on the bus like this. I'm like, and he's bigger than me. I'm like, wait till we get off this fucking bus, dog. Cause he's like this. And we're in 9th grade. No. 10th grade at this time. Like I'm in 10th grade. This ain't California, man. This ain't California, pussy. What? Man, you in Florida now. And they talk different over here, dog. You in Florida, dog. And we say dog in Cali too, but you in I'm like this. I ain't gonna talk too much. I ain't gonna be like, so I'm like this. I'm like, all right, dog. I said, I'm thinking, wait till we get off this fucking bus, dog. And I ain't really win this fight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say I lost it, but we get off the motherfucking bus, and I'm like, man, what's up? What's up now? And he pushes me, dog, and I swing on him. Bow, we start going in. This is like 2 or 3 weeks of being in Florida. My aunt's tripping. Remember, my aunt's like straight and narrow. We start bing, 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 bing. I get suspended, dog. My mom's tripping. Oh, no, my aunt's tripping. She goes, you're going back to California. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm super happy, dog. I'm like, hell yeah. Because she's like, I can't handle this. You're going back to Cali. I'm like, yes. My uncle, dog, end up, and I'm gonna skip by a bunch of shit, dog, so I can get to my phone. I don't want my phone to die, dog. This shit's about to fucking. I'm talking way too much. My phone's about to fucking die. But anyway, all that shit happens, dog. I find out Florida's not soft. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Forget about all the stuff in high school, all the regular stuff, bunch of stupid stories, fighting, doing the stupid stuff. All that stuff happened. Got a little crew. Like I said, them stories are not really. I mean. They could be, but not really, dog. Like a teenager growing up, just trying to find same shit, dog. A lot of fighting. I get to past all this, dog. I get a little bit older, and I'm fighting so much on the street now. Remember, I first came here, so I didn't really have any tight homeboys, dog. You can't be tight. Only time makes people tight. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like meet somebody for a week and be like, oh man, we're best friends. And you know what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way, dog. So years start passing by. You know, I guess if you want to call it that, it's like anywhere, dog. Like the Spartans when they used to send the kids off into the fucking thing, they have to prove themselves. It's just like all kind of young men, dog. We have to kind of prove ourselves. Is this cat weak or not? So I just always fought a lot, dog. I was violent and I fought. Not that I was the toughest cat, and I never bullied anybody. The thing is, I wouldn't turn nothing down. So I was fighting a lot because I wouldn't turn shit down, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I found out later on that that's just not normal. I would talk to motherfuckers and be like, hey, you ever got in a fight? And these cats, like cats I work with, dog, they'd be like I'll be cooking. No, I've never been in a fight in my life. And I'd be like, it was just, I found out that I was off by fighting so much because it's not normal. A lot of normal people don't fucking fight like that. And it's just for me not turning shit down. Oh, hold on. I mentioned earlier I got punched twice and I didn't do nothing. Hold on. Back to Cali, dog, right quick. And I just want to tell this real bad because it only happened twice, dog. Twice where I got hit and I wasn't able to do shit. And I'll tell you the story. Back in Cali, real quick, dog. I gotta slide by this shit, dog. Because I'm over here talking just, dog. My homeboys. So these are Filipinos. They're my people. They're like, we're still like this. Remember, I'm playing football with these cats. My Filipino homeboys fighting this other Filipino cat. I forgot what gang they were from. And remember, I'm still with the essays, but I'm like, man, I played fucking football with this cat. I still got this guy's back. You know what I'm saying? We were like, the whole. So my homeboy is fighting my cat I grew up with. He's fighting this dude, his sister that I grew up with too, another Filipino, tries to jump on the guy, and the guy swings on the sister. So I jump in, I fucking swing on the dude. Bing, bing. My homeboys grab me. They grab me like they're trying to break me apart, and this other cat blasts me in my eye, dog. Boom. And that's the first time I got my shit shut where I couldn't see no more.
Oh.
So I get hit, dead in my eye, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Dead in my eye, I'm fucked up. They end up breaking. And I didn't say I didn't want to fight. So it wasn't like, oh, I can't fight no more. I got blasted, but it was in the middle of them breaking us up. They broke us apart. Everybody scattered their way. That shit happened. One other time, I'll tell you this fucking real quick, dog, because I was trying to slide by this story, dog. This is kind of like in that 16-year-old deal record. It's the last story I'm going to tell from like high school years. So I don't hit females, dog. I'm against it. I'm against like any kind of violence towards females. You know what I'm saying? So let me say that first. So I'm a new cat at this high school. I just fought Carlos. He's the man. All these kind of like, I don't want to say nerdy dudes, but, oh man, you fought Carlos? Like, who are you? And they're all like, all surprised, dog, because remember, the brother's doing 5 years, dog, for shooting somebody. And back then, that meant something. Oh, you're the little brother of so-and-so. You're the fucking violent, the man. His brother that's doing 5 years is a leader of a gang out here. You know what I'm saying? So he has a whole gang and they're older than us. So I didn't know any of this. So it's like something you don't know. It's like there's no fear. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know that he was the fucking man. I just know he's trying me and we fought. But I ended up gaining a bunch of fucking stupid ass high school respect from that. So anyways, dog, there's this chick that I had a crush on, to be honest, dog. I had a crush on. I'm in high school and I'll fucking slide by this, dog. I know the viewers are probably like, man, the fuck you talking about? I'm sitting in this chair, dog, and I'm like, she tells me to get out my chair. I don't know if it's because she had a crush on me or not, but anyway, she had this boyfriend named Diego, this other gangbanger. So there's Crips out here. His name was Diego. I am 16 at the time, dog. He's 18. He's this Crip, this Colombian cat, stocky ass fucking Chico out here. And stocky ass cat, dog. And so anyway, dog, she tells me to get out my seat. Like, trying to like bully me a lot. I'm like, I'm not, like I said, I'm against any kind of aggression. So I'm on some like, nah, I ain't getting out of my seat. Long story short, she tells her boyfriend, dog, Diego. That's his big bad fucking Diego. You know what I'm saying? I forget about it. It's like a month or two. So I'll tell you a story where I got hit. I'm trying to tell I ain't trying to say all gangsters. I'm gonna tell you some busters. It wasn't that much buster, and I'll finish the story, but a little bit of buster shit, kind of. Not really, but I go play basketball, dog, at this house. But remember, I'm barely here, dog, so I don't have any homeboys that are super tight with me. I'm playing basketball. Guess who's there, dog? Gina, Diego, and this cat, JJ. JJ, rest in peace, dog. You know what I'm saying? Big ass cat. I don't even know if this stories even matter about any of this stuff, but I guess I'm talking at this point, dog. Diego's big. Diego's stocky as fuck. JJ's probably about 240, dog. I'm 16, about $150. I'm playing basketball real quick. We're smoking weed, the whole thing, dog. Dog, this cat, JJ, blasts me in the back of my head. Boom! Right? I get hit. And remember, I'm already fighting in Florida. I'm fighting Carlos, and I skip by a gang of other fights I got in high school. Forget about all that. You know what I'm saying? He blasts me in the back of my head. Bing! I turn around. Diego and JJ, they're both older and bigger than me. And I guess you call this buster if you want it. Diego has they don't have 40s in Florida, dog. They got like 30, like quarts, 32 ounces. He has a big ass bottle. I'm a $150. JJ's like 240. This dude's a big ass cat. If any of you guys are watching this, you tell this story too, dog. You know what time it is. So I dip. I call Buster. Hey man, I ain't trying to get jumped, dog, because I'm by myself. I ain't trying to get jumped. My apartment complex was like 2 minutes away, dog. So I dipped to go get I got two of my homeboys. And within 5 minutes, I ain't trying to get jumped, dog. I ain't trying, whatever. I just call it scary. I ain't trying to get rushed. They're talking shit. Nah, whatever. I dip, dog. I go get two. Rest in peace, my homeboy Byron and my other homeboy Jason Tennant. Jason Tennant did like 19 years, dog, in prison too. So these two cats that we weren't super tight, but we'd smoke weed and hang out every day. We were tight enough that they would have my back if someone jumped me. And I told him, I said, hey, dog, this dude just blasted me in the back of my head, but Diego wants to fight. So JJ hit me, but Diego, and I'm telling these crazy ass stories that are just not even relevant, but JJ hit me, but Diego's the boyfriend. He wants to fight. So he's the one like, what's up? So I go back. I say, hey, dog, check this out. Just make sure that big ass cat, which is JJ, doesn't jump in. I'm going to shoot a fade with Diego. I go back. It's going to be hard for me to fight both of them back to back, dog. I'm smaller than both of them, but Diego's stocky as fuck. He's probably like 170, 180. I'm a $150. He's older. JJ's huge. I wasn't that gangster where I'm like, hey, I'm going to line both of them up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, Diego want. So I'm like, hey, what's up, me? He's like, all right, bet. I remember I threw my phone. He blasted me in my face. We started fading. If you guys watch this is exactly what happened. We started fading. Bing, 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 bing. This is probably stupid ass stories that I'm telling. I shouldn't even be telling. Bing, bing. I'm telling a story of some Buster shit, I guess. I never got to get JJ back. Fade with Diego. He ends it. All right, dog, we're done. I go back. I'm smoking. I'm smoking with my homeboy Byron. I remember telling him, hey, when I get older, I'm gonna get JJ back, dog. I said, when I get older and bigger, my bad if I'm boring you, dog. My bad, buddy. And I'm almost done with this shit. I'm gonna get to the MMA thing in a second, dog. It's like, I don't even know. It's getting late over here too. Yeah. So, yeah, real quick, dog. Was I down? What the fuck is I talking about? Oh, yeah. I told you I'm gonna get JJ back, dog. My homeboys used to make fun of me because they're like, dog, you're gonna be 65 talking about JJ. So I'm 16, dog. I'm like, and this is right before all this leads me up to training. This kind of leads me into like getting to the MMA life and jiu-jitsu life and all that. Because I'm wild as fuck. I'm skipping a lot of like extra shit. So I tell my homeboy, we're smoking, dog. I feel flaw. We call that like in Florida, like flaw, like weak, like a buster, dog. I feel like I fought Diego, but I still feel like a buster because JJ hit me and I didn't get to fight him back. And so I remember telling Byron, dog, I'm like, man, when I get older, I'm gonna get Diego back, dog. So now I'm 16. I hit 21, dog. I'm like 205 now. I'm busting weights. And I remember now I'm seeing, because these cats are Crips. I'm seeing, because they're in the same circle. They have a different crew, but they're around me a lot, dog. And it would just get up. JJ would be laughing. And rest in peace, dog. Like, you know, I'm just telling a story, dog. I'm not like talking bad about the dead or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't do nothing like that. He passed away on some other stuff. Like, I don't even, nothing like he didn't get, whatever. It has nothing to do with me. I mean, it wasn't no murder, nothing like that, dog. Rest in peace, dog. So he would be around me a lot, dog. And he'd be laughing and like, you know, and I'm like, dog, all I can think is this motherfucker blasted me in my fucking head. You know what I'm saying? I haven't fought him yet, but I'm not big enough yet. Dog, I see him at this party one day. I'm like, tonight's the motherfucking night, dog. I'm like 205. Florida's different, dog. I got my shit braided back now. I got the fucking cornrow, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I got my shit anyway, dog. So I had all my homeboys there. Now I'm deep. Now I got homeboys that are tight. Now we've been at wars together, dog. Remember when that happened? I had homeboys that we smoked some weed together. Maybe they have my back, maybe they won't. Now we've been through a lot of wars with these other cats. We're like brothers at this point, dog. So I didn't want to make it look crazy because I ended up hanging out with some gang members here in Florida too. So I got all these cats who were deep as fuck at this party. JJ's deep. I'm deep as fuck. I didn't want to look, and this probably isn't relevant. It is relevant, I guess, dog. Kind of not really, dog. But I didn't want to look like, hey, all my homeboys are here. Let me act tough now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna scoot over to the MMA thing real quick, dog. But I pulled JJ out by himself, and this me kind of talking with some buster shit. I just want to be straight up. I want in the comments, hey, this guy's a buster. He jumped from gang to gang. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm being honest, telling my story, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which it all led for the positive, dog. So tonight's the night, dog. I tell motherfucking JJ, hey, check this out, dog. Come outside right quick. And he's like, what's up, man? And that was being cool. Remember, he's smiling around me a lot, dog. And he's like, oh, happy all the time. I just can't forget that shit. So I tell JJ, hey, dog, you know you owe me one. He's still bigger than me. Remember, he's like 240, 250. Yeah. I'm like 205. He's still bigger, but I feel big enough. And I feel connected enough with my homeboys that if some shit goes down, I ain't gonna get rushed by a gang of motherfuckers, dog. But I didn't do it in front of everybody. Like, hey, my dogs are here now. What's up? And remember, this is motherfucking 5 years later. You know what I'm saying? After he hit me, dog. After he punched me, dog. So anyway, I tell him, and remember, I'd never been a bully, dog. So I call him outside, hey, dog, alone. Hey, man, you know, you owe me, dog. What you talking about? Man, remember you blasted me in my head when I was 16 years old, dog. Like, what's up? I said, nobody in here, dog. I said, we'll shoot this, like, basically shoot this fade alone. No, nobody's around, dog. And then one of my homeboys comes out. And first JJ's like, nah, and rest in peace, dog. I shouldn't even probably be telling this stupid ass story, dog. You know what I'm saying? He was a gangster. He was a G. He was a gangster, though, dog. He was also like, nah, man, my bad, dog. I shouldn't have done that shit. So I ain't no bully. I ain't gonna push up on him more, dog. I always told myself, if someone's scared or something, I don't want to say he was scared, dog. Maybe he was really like, damn, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. Even when I was a kid, dog, if anybody was scared or like didn't want to fight, I would never attack them. I feel like that's bully shit. Yeah. Even if they would talk shit, and then I'd be like, whatever, dog. So, but I'm probably gonna get a gang in the comment. This fuck ass cat talking shit. Look at this pussy. Anyway, so he didn't want to fight. I'm like, all right. My homeboy Dave comes out. Dog. He did a gang of time in prison over here too, dog. He's like, hey, what's up, dog? Little black cat. What's up? I said, nah, man. I said, no, we straight. And we let it go. A big ass other stupid fight, whatever, dog. I see him later on, dog. Another time, 2 more times. I'm gonna slide straight to the positive shit right after this, dog. Right after this, I'm gonna straight to the positive shit. And then I see him again, dog. 2 times I get hit and I didn't do nothing in my life, dog. That first time I couldn't see. They broke it up. They left. This guy, see him again. Anytime I got a chance, dog, I was trying to, man, what's up? A fight broke out. JJ got close to the fight. It was his homeboys. I think one of my homeboys. He got close, and I'm like, man, what's up? And he's like, nah. One last time, dog, and rest in peace, dog. I seen him, and we roll up, and I'm like, man, what's up? And this is all stupid ass shit, dog. It's like, I'm 45 years old now, dog. I don't even know why I'm still telling these damn stories. My homeboys, that's what I'm saying. They were joking. You're gonna be 80 years, 65 years old talking about this. I see him, dog. And he's with his daughter, and I ain't saying I'm not perfect. I ain't saying no righteous ass cat, dog. I'm like, man, what's up? And then we're alone. He leans back. His daughter's anyway, dog. He punched me. I never got him back, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I tried to. I just ain't gonna push up on him, dog, if he didn't want to. Slide by all that, dog. I'm fighting so much that I feel like I could do it. I'm watching UFC. I'm watching all this shit. Bunch of other stupid ass shit. Went to war with every gang in Broward County. That's probably not even the Crips. There was these big ass gang out here. The folks. My wife ended up, well, she was a folk, dog, like a GD. It's crazy because my wife was one, but we went to war with the Crips and the folks out here, dog. Like, so there's a bunch of gangbangers in Florida too. It's not weak. It's just wild as fuck. Motherfuckers shooting and stabbing people, and it's all crazy as fuck. That's why I don't leave the house. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I did a lot of shit already, dog. And some of that stuff I'm gonna probably leave out of this. But damn, I want to tell another. I ain't gonna tell that fucking story. Now, there's another story I want to tell, but they call us Chico, puss ass Chico. Wait till we get to the county jail, dog. So we locked. I said, man, what's up? Anyway, dog, we locked. Damn, dog. I feel I can't. It's almost leading to the story, dog. Let me tell one last potty. I can tell one more. I don't want to jam you up, dog. It's your show.
You're good,
dog.
bro. You're good, man.
One last story of some stupid shit.
Yeah.
I want to be respectful, dog. It's your show, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me tell you one more stupid thing that led me. Like I said, all this stupid, idiotic, violent stuff led me to the MMA thing, and it led me to training. It led me like getting all. My homeboys were all good with it, dog. They were like, man, Jay, they supported me. They would come to my MMA fights. They still hit me up to this day, dog. And some of them cats still living that life, and they're like, Jay, man, I'm happy for you, dog. I talked to one of them crazy ass homeboy a couple days ago, man, like my best friend and shit. And like, Jay, man, that's so good. I'm so proud of you, dog. You're doing your thing. Anyway, one last story, dog, because it had to do with the GDs and the folks. Man, you know what? I'll tell it, dog, real quick, dog. So I got my homeboy, one of the crazy ass cat. So I end up, okay, Southsiders, dog, in California. Everybody knows, like the color's blue. You know what I'm saying? So I always stuck with the color blue. You know, even though when I was in second grade, the whole tiny mixed Crip thing, and then real quick, right before middle school, the whole month, you know what I'm saying? The whole insane Crip gang thing, but it was really not, you know what I'm saying? But the real thing was that, you know, we're whatever. So I always stuck with the blue, dog. I come here wearing all blue, dog. The gang that took me in, I never joined them, dog, because I didn't want to. And I didn't even look back because I'm over here talking about jumping so many gangs. But by the time I got here, I didn't even think about when I was in elementary school, but I'm like, nah, I can't join no other gang, dog. So the Bloods took me in over here, dog. So these Bloods, and Over here, dog, back when I came, all the Bloods back were black in California, dog. You know what I'm saying? So this gang, the Bloods took me in over here. I didn't join the gang, dog. I've been all day. It was like a damn pack of wolves, and then you got like a bulldog mixed in. Like they're all wearing red, they're flamed up because they were still with all the red shit out here. Like they weren't wearing blue, but I got an all blue Dickie suit on, blue Quartet, and they took me in, dog. Like they just, whatever. So, you know what, dog? That's a stupid ass story, dog. Anyway, I went to the jailhouse real quick, dog. We ended up fighting these cats. We're at this Fort Lauderdale strip. I'll speed by it right quick, dog. I don't want to tell it, but I can't get off. I got to get off my fucking chest. So one of the Bloods I'm talking about, crazy as fuck, dog. He did a gang of time here in prison too, at Rayford and Florida State Prison. My homeboy Mike, crazy dog, crazy ass. He reminds me just like the twins. He was like a wild ass pit bull, and he put me in jail a couple times. We fought these Crips, dog, and like I was mentioning, when you got that, like I'm the kind of guy that I need to sit back and strategize before I make a move. I need to plan shit out. Hold on, dog. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go there, and then we go. My homeboy Mike is my best friend. He's a fucking pit bull. He just goes, and when you just go and you don't know, all of a sudden you're getting fucking locked up. Now I'm getting locked up and shit because we fighting these motherfucking Crips. This is a whole nother story. Fighting these fucking Crips on the fucking strip, these midnight Crips, blazing them up, and the cops come, and my homeboy Mike gets away, and I go to fucking jail. Anyway, forget about that. That's another story. My homeboy Mike, crazy ass Mike, dog. So there's 4 of us. Remember I said I ain't never been no bully, dog. And this might be a good lesson for any of these kids out here, anybody looking. Bullies ain't never good anyway, dog. Mike is kind of like the twins, where he wasn't a bully. He just didn't give a fuck about it. He don't care about it. He's just swinging on if you want to fight or not. He's swinging on you, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you knock you, we're at the fucking strip, dog, Fort Lauderdale Beach. Now we're tight as fuck. We've been through a lot of wars together already. He's a Blood. Remember, soon as I inherit any fucking beef he got, dog, because he had my back, dog. I didn't have food. Remember, I'm coming from a young mom, dog. I'm living in apartments. I didn't have food. This cat's feeding me, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, he didn't have a place to stay. I'm letting him stay with me and shit, dog. So it's like, we're tight, dog. He was like one of the higher ups in this Blood gang, dog, where they fucking, and they have my back. You know what I'm saying? Not that I needed it like that, but anyway, dog, I'm not a bully. There's 4 of us. Now, I have this weird ability, dog, to bring different gang members together. So in this little squad here, dog, remember, I came here and I'm repping Southsider shit. Even though I don't speak no Spanish, I'm not Mexican, none of that. Nobody even knew what it was back then, dog. They were like, what the hell is that shit? They don't even know. But I'm still repping. I'm like, yeah, man, from SURX3, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Southsider. They're like, what's that? One of the fucking higher ups from the Crips was like, man, let's do that. How about we start that? And I felt weird starting a Southsider gang over here. But so I had these Bloods and Crips and these folks like wanting for me to fucking start this gang and be part of my gang and shit. And I was just like, nah, man, they were all like the higher ups in their gang. I just got this weird ability to like bring people together, dog. Like different, even now with my gym, different people together. So in this little crew I got, there's 4 of us. I got one of these higher ups in the Bloods. I got my homeboy Mark, big ass Crip. So I got a Blood and a Crip hanging out together. And this is still from the days of the Bloods and the Crips don't get along, even in Florida. Big giant Crip, dog. He's about like 6'4". He's Haitian and Jamaican. Big ass cat, dog. My homeboy Mike's Cuban and white. My other homeboy Perm, dog. He's like 235, like 5'9". So we're walking, and it's the last story, dog. I promise, last story of the idiotic shit, dog. We're walking, dog. There's 4 of us. We're all big. I'm 205. I'm the smallest of the 4, dog. You got a big ass Crip. He's about 230, 240. You got my homeboy Mike, crazy ass Blood, Cuban, and he's half Cuban and white. Gold. Everybody got gold teeth and shit. Tatted up all over, dog. Fucking blazed, tatted up, red bent. You know what I'm saying? He's about 6 foot, about 220. You got my homeboy Perm is like 5'9". Like right now, I'm like 5'9", like a $195. That's how much I weigh, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Perm's like 5'9", 230. So I'm like 5'9", 205 at the time. So a little bit bigger than I am now. We're walking, dog. Last story, dog. We're walking, and there's 2 nerdy ass cats walking. My homeboy Mike, he didn't give a fuck about anything. Yeah, it's kind of stupid, dog. As it's coming out, I'm like, these are stupid ass stories. You know what I'm saying? Just stupid ass stories that are coming out of my fucking mouth. My homeboy, what the fuck you looking at? And I'm like, come on, Mike, dog. I said, man, there's only 2 of them. There's 4 of us. And they're scared, dog. What you looking at? You know the stupid ass days of I don't even stare at nobody no more. Motherfuckers looking at me, I'd be like, yeah, dog. Like, You got that, dog. I don't need to fucking look at you, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here. I think it's kind of weird anyway, staring at each other. Why are we staring at each other? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my homeboy Mike, what you looking at, dog? And these cats are like all scared. I said, come on, dog. And I'm arguing with Mike. And me and Mike fought. He got me though, dog. Mike can fight. I'll tell you what, Mike, that's a whole stupid other story, dog. The dudes are scared. I know there's 4 of us. We're all big. We're all fucking like battle tested. These guys are like regular, nerdy, kind of like preppy, regular guys at the beach. Mike, dog, man, they ain't even staring at you, dog. Dog, you can't look at this dude. That's my best friend. You can't look at him for 2 seconds without him being like, what the fuck you looking at, all grilled up. I always talk about this. When you get 2 assholes and they run into each other, that's when you get a fight. Because usually it's a scared guy, an asshole, that nobody don't want to fight. You get 2 assholes, that's what, he's an asshole, but like out of love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, dog, I tell Mike, dog, these cats are fucking scared, dog. Not scared like that, but man, leave them alone. Dog, there's like fucking 30, maybe I'm exaggerating, 20 gangbangers in the parking lot. So there's 4 of us. I'm talking shit to Mike. Man, dog, why you fucking with them cats? As we're trooping and we're walking closer to the parking lot. I look over, I see all these dreads, bunch of black cats and Chicos grilled up, tatted up. And I'm like, man, dog, why you fucking with them cats? Man, I said, man, I bet you wouldn't go fuck with them cats. Dog, like, y'all know if you got one of them crazy ass homeboys that you bet him he ain't gonna do some shit. And he looked at me like, you know, like I said, he did time in prison, dog. He did before a bunch of time in juvenile halls out here. They call them detention centers, dog. Crazy, wild, this, you know, comes from that single mom shit. Dog, this cat runs, this leading into my shit, dog. And it was kind of, this probably was another reason I kind of started like looking for something else, dog. He shoots over there to a crowd of motherfuckers, dog, in a dark parking lot. It's not even on the beach. It's not like in front of a bunch of clubs and shit, dog. It's not even in front of clubs, dog. We're in a dark ass parking lot. He runs up and swings on one of these cats. Boom! So they scatter for a second because, you know what I'm saying? They're like, what the fuck? Dog, I look at my homeboys and we're like, man, and we had to go. Dog, so we start fighting. So once they realized it was one cat and the dude didn't have no knives or guns, they swarmed him, dog. So we're fighting like assholes, like fucking assholes. We run out now, we're blasting. We're all kind of big. Not huge, but we're bigger. Blasting, dude. Bah, bah. And they're scattering, dog. So me and this one black cat, and remember my homeboy Mark is big ass Haitian and Jamaican, dog. So it's not no racist shit. Me and this one black cat, dog, I got his shirt wrapped over his head and I'm blazing him up. And all these stories might be fucking fiction. I'm blazing him up. I got his shirt wrapped. Dog, my back is to the cops or to everybody. Everybody stopped fighting and the cops pull up. And me and this dude are still fucking fighting. And they arrest us, dog, right? They take us right quick. I give my homeboy Mike my phone. I'm gonna give this story right quick, dog. Give him my phone, we go, dog. We get to the jailhouse. So in Fort Lauderdale Police Department, anybody knows, people used to die in there, dog. They had to fucking shake, they had to switch out the whole police department, dog, because people were dying in that. Just in the police department, not even in the county jail yet. People were dying in the fucking police department, dog. So we get to this fucking police department, Fort Lauderdale Police Department, puss ass Chico, and we're in 2 different cells. Like, but it's like gates. It's like we're in a cell, but it's like gates, dog. Like there's not bars. It's just a bunch of like you know what I'm saying? Puss ass Chico, wait till we get to the county, dog. And I'm like, man, what's up? I said, whatever, dog. Wait, you know, we're stupid, ridiculous, young shit. I'm 21 years old at the time, dog. 22, dumb as fuck shit. Puss ass, whatever, dog. We going, dog. Whatever, man. Wait till we. And this is a lesson for young kids. None of this shit. It's all stupid. It's like ridiculous, dog. It doesn't mean nothing because me and this dude are tripping. Remember I told you we had these beef with these folks out here. Maybe this is entertaining for somebody. Maybe some people are going to fucking not even give a fuck about none of this shit. If anybody's from Florida or Cali, Mesa, they might, relate. Dog, I used to have beef with these folks, and there's a whole nother story, dog. The leader of the folks, his name was Jaime, and there was another cat, Joe. And I could tell a lot of stories about that stupidity, but Jaime was a G, dog. Jaime was a straight gangster. Out of respect, he got shot, dog, did a bunch of time out here. By himself, dog, there's 30 of us. Him and his old lady, real quick. I just wanted to tell you the respect level of this guy. Not a big dude, about 5'6". One incident. There's been many incidents with this cat. We were cats and dogs with these folks, and they were deep as fuck. We caught him slipping, dog. There's literally 30 of us, dog, because we used to roll in deep, 5 carloads, 4 or 5 people in each fucking car. Big ass cats. This dude walks out of a gas. I respect him like a motherfucker, dog, this guy. This dude walks out of a gas station. He's about 5'6". Got some gold teeth, dogs, from Margate, if anybody knows him, dog. And if anybody knows, he's a fucking gangster, dog. And we hated each other. You know what I'm saying? But I respect him. Dog, this dude walks out. Him, his homeboy, and his girlfriend. There's literally 30 of us because we're about to go out. Bunch of carloads. I got motherfuckers like 6'3", 6'4", big ass. I remember he walks out the gas station, dog, and he looks at all of us. And his homeboy looked like he's seen a ghost. Jaime goes like this, man. What's up? And I'm like, this dude's a fucking gangster, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was, again, dog, my homeboys went and sat on his old lady's car. They're sitting on his car because we remember we were going to war with these cats, fighting, smashing, going to each other's houses, smashing out windows, smashing out cars, battling with each other at fucking parties. This dude knows that shit's about to go down, dog. This motherfucker comes out the gas station and puts his hands up like, what's up? And I'm like, this dude's a G, dog. I told my homeboy, hey, man, let that shit ride. Fuck that motherfucker, dog. Not that I gave him this pass, dog, but I was able to have a little influence, dog. And this is going to go into my story right now. This puss ass Chico, wait till we get to the county because Jaime's outside fighting with Haitians. So, and we hated each other at the time. He kind of gave me a pass one time, kind of. Not that I gave him a pass, but I was like, man, let him ride, dog. There's too many of us. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like to do that weak shit, dog. Like when we catch them slipping and then there's only 2 or 3 of them and there's a lot of us, like I think it's kind of weak, dog. So like, hey, even though we've been battling and shit, but I think it's better when it's more even. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, let it ride, man. Fuck that, Jay. This motherfucker knocked out so-and-so, dog. Nah, fuck that, man. They let him ride. The whole time, dog. Remember, Florida's different. I know everybody got gold teeth now. Florida, they're already grilled up. He's grilling. He's showing his goals the whole time to the front. No, that shit, I let him ride, dog. We caught him one other time. Oh, man, you know what, man? I'm just gonna talk now. We'll probably never talk again, dog. You guys will never see me again now, so I might as well say some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? One more time, we caught him at the mall. There's 6 of us, dog. 6 of us. This guy's a gangster. It's him and his girlfriend. There's 6 of us. This time, I guess we were trying to be a little, guess who it is? Look who it is, dog. He turns around, dog, motherfucker pulls out a knife and runs at all of us, dog, inside of a mall, Coral Springs Mall, dog, gangster. Dog, there's like 6 of us, dog. We hate these motherfuckers. He's like one of the leaders of their folk, the GDs, the Folk Nation gang. This motherfucker turns around and just runs at us, dog. We scatter. We're fucking picking up fucking shit, trying to hit him with it. Security comes, we're running, laughing. But this motherfucker's trying to kill one. I don't know if he's trying to kill us or not, but he was trying to stab motherfucker. Anyways, a gangster, dog. Fast forward back to this. We're in this jailhouse. This motherfucker's talking shit, dog. Puss ass shit. And I'm like, whatever, because I already been in the county already. And I'm like, whatever. I don't think it's like Cali where it's a bunch of gangbanging shit. It's kind of like whatever. Nobody ain't really fuck. You go in there, maybe you fight, maybe you don't. I didn't get any fights. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's like you just sit there and just do your shit. But homeboy's like, wait till we get to the county. It's on. And I'm like, whatever. I ain't a fight MMA anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to fight at this point. I embraced it at this point. I'm like, whatever, dog. I'm talking. Jaime and them are the cops. They're fighting in the cage, dog. So there's a cage outside. 2 folks, these 2 GDs are fighting these Haitians, dog. So I don't know if you guys know what Haitians are. They're wild as fuck. You ever heard of Haitians, buddy?
Yeah. Just like the Bad Boys Part 2 movie, right?
Dog, they're wild. There's so many of them too, dog, and they are so tight with each other. Because back in the day, dog, they used to have Haitian Day out here where they were getting like abused and like beat. They would have Haitian Day, dog, where like the Americans, like black and all, they would beat these guys. Dog, you get beat enough, you're gonna fucking get together and become gangster as fuck. These cats dreaded up, grilled up. Like I used to have this other Haitian homeboy, dog. He'd be bringing shotguns to school. People, if you fuck with people too much, they're gonna not. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna stop it after a while, dog. Yeah. That's why they were so tight knit. Anyway, I'm getting there, dog. I'm getting there, buddy, young dog. So they're fighting in the cage, dog. They're fighting in the cage. Jaime, they got handcuffs on, dog. They're fighting the Haitians. The GDs are fighting the Haitians in the cage. Handcuffed, or they're throwing kicks at each other. They're trying to, you know what I'm saying? And they come and they break it up, dog. And I see Jaime. Now I'm thinking this. I see Jaime. Is that Jay Jimenez? And I'm like, remember, we're at war with these cats. So I got Black Buddy, puss ass Chico, wait till we get to the cat. Then I got my arch fucking enemy at the door, looking through the door, handcuffed, talking about, is that Jay Jimenez? I'm like, am I gonna be a buster or not? You know what I'm saying? So then I got Buddy, I got Jaime, and I got Joe. Joe knocked out one of my homeboys. Joe's a big ass cat, and he knocked my homeboy completely out. So these dudes are, And I'm like, and this is after it comes skipping stories, dog. I'm skipping a bunch of like war stories between the folks and the thing. How I respected Jaime, I believe he respected me too, dog. Because I got caught slipping a few times too. And I kind of try to pull the same thing Jaime did. On some like show no fear. Like the odds are against me. What's up, dog? Because he did. And I didn't show fear, dog. And he let me, the same way I was kind of like, nah, there's too many of us. He did for me, dog, one time. After I did it for him. But we had our wars. When it was a lot of us, there was no, we'd have these wars. When we catch, except for the one time when he pulled out the knife and he chased us and shit. But anyway, dog. So I'm like, all right, a poker face, dog. So I'll be telling my guys, they're fighting MMA. And I'm like, dog, if you get hurt in the first round, you got to have a poker face, dog. You can't let these cats know you're hurt. It's going to be like shark in the water. Say you kick somebody and you blast your shin, even though you should be doing shin conditioning and should get all your shit tight, get your bone conditioning up where it doesn't hurt that much, kill all your nerves and your shit. But if you, because one of my guys, he's a gangster, but he's new. Not new, but he's new to striking. He's like, oh man, my knee. I'm like, I mean, man, you twisted it? He's like, nah, I just banged it. I said, come on, nah, dog. I said, you want to fight MMA, you got to have a poker face. You can't. I understand if you tear your ACL. I had knee surgery. Dog, I'm missing a knuckle right here, dog. You know what I'm saying? Collarbone dislocated. Got my elbow dislocated. I got ribs popped, dog. I had knee surgery, dog. I had a torn retina. I got blasted in my eye. I was sparring this cat Animal. He blasted me in my eye. I got my retina torn, dog. I had to get from training. I had to get eye surgery, dog. You know what I'm saying? All kind of cuts and fucking. I'm forgetting shit. I had so much damage I got through MMA that look, my arm don't go all the way back, dog. Like I took a lot of damage from MMA and shit. Like battle wounds. I'm 45, about to be 46, dog. So I still compete. I still like to go out there, dog. I'm banged up. I'm not the same as I used to be, so I got to work with what I'm working with. I don't think it ever goes away, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, I'm going to get there. I'm going to try to get there, dog, real quick. Damn, I wonder if I got a charger in the damn gym, boy. But let me see. How long we been on this thing for?
I don't know, but how's your battery, man? Go charge it up real quick.
Let me see. I think I got some time, dog.
All right, for sure.
So I see Jaime, dog, right? Jaime sees me. Is that Jay? Remember, we don't like each other, dog. We gave each other some passes kind of out of respect. Not like, oh, we're going to give you a pass. I like you. It's more or less like, all right, like game recognized game. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I see you kept it G. Like, all right. And then he's like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, whatever. You know what time it is. But when I see him, I don't know what time it is. I don't know if we're on that like, hey, there's two of you, there's one of me. Yeah. If you get put in this spell with me, are we going to get after it or not? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because we just got done smashing out your fucking homeboy's fucking house windows 2 weeks ago and ran your homeboy off the road. You came to my homeboy's house, blasted out the windows. You know what I'm saying? We just got done doing shit to each other, dog. You know, and then fighting. Not only that, they fucked up my other stories, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we don't like each other at all. Is that Jay Jimenez? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? He goes, all right. They ain't let him in yet, dog. So he comes in. You know what I'm saying? Comes in, dog. They put Joe in the cell with the black cat. That puss-ass Chico, man, wait till we get to the county cat. You know what I'm saying? We're just rapping, dog. I'm over here like, man, you ain't even, we're stupid shit, dog. Back and forth. Joe's in the cell with Buddy. Jaime's in the cell. Is he in my cell or next to me, dog? Anyway, Jaime's like, what's up, Jay? And he's like being cool. What's up, my man? What's up? I'm trying to check the temperature, dog. Like, hey, we gonna shake something or not? You know what I'm saying? Because the odds are against me now. There's two of you, but I still ain't gonna show no weakness because we're gonna see each other fucking from a week from now. You know, and remember at this time I'm still like 19, 20. No, I'm like 21, 22-ish, 21. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see you in a week. You ain't gonna fucking see me and be like, I saw this cat in the fucking jailhouse and he hoed up. We call it like hoeing up in Florida. And he hoed up. You're not. So I'm like, all right, which way is this gonna go? So he's like, what's up, Jay? What's up, man? You straight? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight, man. What happened, man? No, man. I'm still trying to be like, not like too happy, like, oh man, we're buddies, because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Then I'm like, yeah, man, I shot a fade with Buddy over here. And Joe's like, and now Buddy's kind of getting quiet because Joe's a big ass cat, a big ass GD. And I don't like Joe. He knocked out my homeboy. One of my best friends, I knocked him out. Clean. Boom. I wasn't there, but he knocked him out. So Joe's like, what's up, Jay? Joe's in the cell with the cat, just them two. Jay, what's up, man? You want me to smash this cat? And I'm like, remember, we don't like, but I guess it's on some like, we're enemies, but we know each other. I don't know this other motherfucker. So if you want me to, I was like, he's like, man, Jay, you want me to smash this cat? I'm like, no, you straight. Like, no, that's my business, dog. I'll handle that. And Jaime's like, what's up, dog? Now, remember I'll tell you about my homeboy, crazy ass Mike. I love this guy to death, dog. I love him to death. Right? Remember, I gave this guy my phone. I gave him my keys. All the so I don't want this to, it's not racist, dog, okay? Because in Florida, they call the cops crackers. It's not a racist thing. You know what I'm saying? But I hear this. Fuck y'all puss ass crackers. Boom, boom, boom at the intake. And I'm like, and I'm still handcuffed, dog. And I'm looking and I'm like, who the fuck? It's my homeboy fucking Mike. I'm like, dog, you got all my shit. I'm thinking in my mind, you got all my shit. What the fuck you doing here? What happened was after we fought and I got arrested, they went back around and fought again. And they fucking arrested my homeboy Mike. He's tripping, dog. He got all my shit. I had to pay somebody fucking $20 to get my damn phone back because this is back in like 2000 motherfucking one. Like I had a flip phone, dog, where it's like, it's not like nowadays where you just get a new phone. I got a flip phone with all my girls' names in there. I'm like, hey, man, I'll give you $20. Someone answer my shit. Anyway. So fucking Mike pulls up, dog. And he's fucking tripping. They put him in the cell with me. Now, Jaime wasn't in the cell with me because I was alone. Because they don't know me and Mike are fucking like brothers, dog. Like straight up, he still hits me to this day. He's still living that life. I ain't gonna say his last name. I'm not gonna say anything because he don't work, dog. All he does is act. Gold teeth and like tatted up, like just gangster with it. Still to this day, 46 years old, dog. About to be 47. G'd up. He goes in the cell with me. What's up, Jay? What's up, man? He starts telling me what happened. Man, these motherfucking dog, whatever. He's the crazy one I was talking about. You can't look at him for 2 seconds. And I fought him, dog. But anyway, that's not even. He got me, dog. But anyway, so he starts tripping. So I'm sitting there and I'm sitting on the thing, and now I'm heavy, dog, because I'm doing a lot of lifting, but I'm not doing no cardio. So basically, dog, it was back then where I thought it was cool to have like the big belly and be jacked up top. So that's how I was kind of built, dog. No cardio. I ain't have no weight, dog. Every time I fought, and I had some other fights where I fought these other Crips, dog, that I didn't. Anyway, dog, it would be quick. Bing, 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 bing. And then that's it. So I didn't need cardio back then. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you fucking, that's your win. The main shit in this MMA game, dog, or any kind of game, the only shit I was scared of, dog, was getting tired. Because if they get tired, dog, in this game, when you have to fight, I went from like, you fight and they break it up to now they're letting you fight for a long ass time. And I'm gassing out, dog. I'm over here looking into my mind. I had to start doing sports psychology because I found out it was my mind, dog. First I thought it was like, okay, damn, why am I getting tired? MMA shit. Is it my hydration? All right, I got hydrated, dog. Then I'm like, man, then I found out it was carbs, man. We get a lot of our energy from carbohydrates. Okay, I'm carved up. Why am I still getting tired, dog? I got my carbs. I'm hydrated. I got my rest and heart rate down to like 32, dog. I'm talking about I'm busting fucking sprints. I'm shredded, dog. Like, I'm still getting tired. It was my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened was I was getting these adrenaline dumps. And adrenaline dumps just goes into the MMA thing. It comes from the mind, dog. It comes from us perceiving fear, dog. If a tiger comes in here, dog, and we're like, oh, fuck. And then our adrenaline spikes, you get a superhuman power. I forgot what it was, but I think you only have like about a minute of adrenaline. So what happens if you sprint that a minute, you're fucking done, dog. They're gonna take your lunch money. So the main thing is your mind, dog, in this MMA game, in this fighting game, competition game, is normalizing it. I'm huge into sports psychology. I'm huge into the mind. It's normal, dog. I say it for you, Potty Young, dog. You like to spar. You know what I'm saying? I see you spar and stuff like that. I don't know if you fought or not, but let me just give you an idea. How's your cardio when you spar, dog? Like you feel good and shit, or what? Or how you feel? Or you're still gassing?
You still get tired, you know, because I think it's because of the age. I'm sparring with kids and shit, man. So
now, let me tell you this, dog, because I've been in the game for a long time. I produced a bunch of champions, dog. I didn't want to start talking about the champions I produced and shit.
yeah.
But let's think about this, Body Young, dog. It's energy management. You know what I'm saying? So I realized that, dog. So remember, I'm getting my rest and heart rate down to 32, dog. I'm talking about I could train for 4 hours a day and not get tired. I would go in the second round, dog. I'm talking about I fought like 7 minutes and I'm exhausted. But I'm in such good shape. So is it really, remember, you think, this is what we all think in the beginning of the game. When you start getting tired, I need to go run more. I need to do more cardio. I need to run more. It's not that. It's It took me a while to learn this, dog. It's managing your energy. If I tell you like this, Potty Young, dog, hey, Potty, dog, go sprint, dog. Go sprint a mile. You're probably gonna gas out. Or if I go like this, hey, Potty Young, dog, how about you walk a little bit, jog, sprint a little bit, then go back to walking, and then walk. You could run. You could do that for 10 miles. You see what I'm saying? If you're managing your energy the right way. The thing is, when we first do this, we sprint out the gate, and nobody could keep that up, dog. Like, and I realized that. I mean, I'm talking about I got 6-pack and all, not now, but I got 6-pack and all, and nobody. Once I realized, and I do that now because I'm 45 and I still compete, you can't sprint out the gate, dog. Everybody has a breaking point, dog. Like when you go to the moon, you know. But anyway, that's a whole nother kind of thing, dog. I started thinking about the mind, the adrenaline, dog. So one, you need to be hydrated up. For anything that affects your conditioning and your cardio and how you get tired, one is your cardio. One is your hydration. You can have, think about this. You can have a fresh ass Lamborghini. You can have a fresh ass Lamborghini. If you have no gas in it, it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Or you have a fresh ass Lamborghini, you have a gang of gas in it, but the engine ain't there. It ain't going nowhere. So there's all these factors that play into your gas, dog. You know what I'm saying? Your gas tank, if you want to call it that. Your cardio. One, you need to be hydrated up. Two, you need to have your carbs because we pull energy from our glycogen, if they call it that. I forgot the exact name. Glycogen. You know, we have like glucose, glycogen in our muscles. You know what I'm talking about? This is where we get our energy from. So one, you need to be hydrated. Two, you need to have at least some carbs to push you through. How the right carbs, dog. So how these guys used to talk about is like an apple is like putting think about a fire as your energy, dog. If you eat an apple, it's like putting a piece of paper in the fire. It burns up quick. Your energy's gone. If you put like peanut butter or sweet potato, that's like a log in the fire. That's just gonna burn for a long ass time.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if you go, all these factors play into your cardio. And now not only that, your electrolytes, dog. There's so many different things. I wish, because I'm 45, about to be 46. If I had all the knowledge I have now in like an 18-year-old body, I'd be a fucking savage, dog. Like, I used to gas out every fucking fight anyway, dog. So the whole mind thing, I don't even know. I'm getting way out of the thing.
Hold on. What do you call this? Before I forget, let me just ask you this real quick, because you know what I mean. We need your expertise on this. So
Yeah.
what do you call this? So I got this vision, right? I have this vision where I basically want to teach everybody, brother, everybody that's willing to learn martial arts and discipline, right? I want to do this gloves up, guns down movement, because as a kid, without discipline, we're emotional. We just shoot and stab everybody just because we feel like it. We don't believe in honor. We just believe in our emotions as a kid. So just the reason why I want to push the gloves up, guns down, I want to teach everybody this martial arts. And then it's up to them once they learn the martial arts and the discipline, if they want to use it for evil purposes or they want to use it for good. But I want to give them that option. I want to teach basically everybody this martial arts, the gloves up, guns down movement, so that they'll have the option. What do you think about that?
I think it's great, dog. You know, I own an academy, Mastermind MMA Academy. So I actually do that now.
Yeah.
Not everybody, because it's not like an online thing, but I teach a bunch of men. When I see these kids coming in, dog, they're coming in off the street, dog. They're not like off the street kids, but like gang banging. They're like this, dog. They're like, I'm gonna go fucking be in a gang, or I'm gonna do this shit. So like I was saying before, dog, it's like legalized gang banging, pretty much. It's the same thing. It's a group. Instead of wearing colors, dog, we have like a little logo, and then we go compete against people, aka fighting people. It's a group. We're together, and we go fight people, but it's positive. So I see a lot of me's, meaning like a lot of me when I was 18 years old, come in. And you can see in some of my videos, dog. Maybe I'll send you a video. But I see these kids, dog, and they be getting in fights, dog. They'll get locked up. One of my kids I've been teaching since he was 10 years old, dog. He's 18 now. Just got locked up not too long ago, but he's out now. And I be telling him, I'm like, dog, there's nothing out there, dog. I said, look, I tell him like this, man, I'm you in the future. I'm like, there's nothing out there, dog. Him and his brother, dog. So there's like three of the other brother tatted up. The tattoos, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The other brother, dog, he's getting locked up too, dog. They're catching like gun charges. And I'm like, so I do this now where it saved my life, dog. It saved me, dog, because it gave me something. Like I used to say this, dog, like this, this violence made me peaceful, dog, because and I quit once. So I went all the way to brown. So I'm a 3rd degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I went all the way to brown belt. And I like when I got that fight in MMA, because I was all disgruntled with the MMA game, and I'm like, just myself burned out. I quit, dog. I quit at brown belt. And I was but I quit like, I told myself, I was like, man, I'm fucking done. I wouldn't even watch UFC or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much I quit. I told myself, I'm going to go start tattooing. I don't know what I was thinking. I told myself, I'm going to go start tattooing. And I'm not a good, I can't draw that good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over here trying to like fucking, anyway, it didn't work out. So one of my old coach, he calls me, he goes, hey, man, where you been at? And he's the one that got me back, dog. This is what I realized, dog. If I stop training, I go back to 1998, Jason. I go back to who I was used to. You would think that because I've been training all these years that I turned into this martial artist. That's why I turned this into my life, dog, because I realized when I stop, I go right back to who I was. Doesn't matter how long I was training for. I go straight back to being violent and angry and all that shit again. So I'm like, man, I have to live this life, dog, because when I quit, I'm 30-something years old now, dog. 33, I think. I got my all-black Dickie suit on. I'm a brown belt, dog. I got my Cortez. I'm at the bar. Thank God I met my wife. I'm banging up different hoes. I had this knife, dog. That's all I'm saying. It's stupid. Because I stopped training. I got out. So I quit, dog. And I'm at this bar. I'm talking to this girl. This cat bumps into me. That's why I don't go nowhere, dog. I don't go to bars. I don't because I don't trust myself. I don't look at nobody because I don't trust myself, dog. I pull out this knife, and the thing is, I got the knife cut behind my hand. I'm like, man, what's up? What you want to do? It ain't like I'm like, hey, that's what scared me, dog. Because I'm drunk now. I'm drinking. I don't drink at all no more. And I was never an alcoholic, but I got the knife cut behind me. I'm like, man, what's up? And there's like 3 or 4, man, what you want to do? Thank God it broke apart, but I need to train, dog. I have this gym. I'm trying to help out, dog. I realize this. I can't save the world, but I can help out the people that are kind of around me. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of my homeboys out there, even here, not homeboys, students. They are friends of mine, dog. Now, they were ex-gang members here in Florida. They did time in prison here. You know what I'm saying? And then now they're in this. So we relate a lot. Like, they're all tatted up too. And they relate. And they're like, man, I need this, dog. I need to stay here in this gym. I got Army vets, dog, that are like, you could probably tell that they have not even tell, no, they got PTSD. They've been to war, and they're in the gym every day because they like this saves them. You know what I'm saying? So it saved me, dog. And I love it. That's what I'm saying. I'm all banged up. My arm don't work the right way. My collarbone's out. My knuckles gone. That shit's missing. You know what I'm saying? It's gone. I never got it fixed, dog. But I'm like, it's all worth it. Because if not, I'd probably be locked up because I got just anger inside me, dog. But I don't have no anger, dog. Check this out. You probably train, you train. When you go train, the last thing you want to do is go get in some shit right after. You know what I'm saying? When you're tired, you got done sparring, you're exhausted. The last thing you're trying to do is shoulder check somebody and be like, what's up? You're like, man, I'm too tired for any of that shit. I want peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that's where I'm at, dog. I'm with that. That's what I mean. I'm all with that, dog. Because I've been watching, like I was telling you, I've been watching your show for a while. I never did no time in prison, nothing like that, dog. I did some stupid stuff in the past, like I was saying. And I thank God we kind of sped up because I slid by this one thing I wanted to talk about that kind of made a shift. But you know what I'm saying? And that could have been fixed.
I feel like it's not even the tip of the iceberg. Like, you still got a lot. You know what I mean? Do you think is it cool to do like another part 2 or something?
Of course, man. I'd love that, dog. Because I got a lot. And we do a part 2, then I'm going to slide back and I'm going to go into a lot of stories.
Yeah, basically let them judge, man, of where we're going with this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's up to them. But you know, we're saying our part. You know, we're doing our part. Yeah.
I have and the thing is, I'm telling a lot of these stories. It's more or less because maybe there's a motherfucker out there, or a person out there that can relate and be like, damn, I kind of went through the same, and then damn, I went through that. I went through kind of the same thing. Maybe I could do this, and this will help me out too. Because I still fight. Like, it's not fighting like that. I go compete, but I'll be like this, dog. Like, sometimes I'll be like, man, I got to get in the paint. Even though it's competition and it's positive, but it's still like, hey, either I'm gonna go fight somebody on the street or I gotta go compete, dog. Like I gotta, and then I don't. It's never out of anger, dog, because I'm all with the mind and stuff like that. And we can even get down a whole nother thing of back to that training thing, dog, of like the hydration, the carbs, how to control your mind, how to control that adrenaline dump. How do you really control that, dog? Because that's hard to, if a tiger runs in here, dog, boom. That's why you hear about the moms that pick up cars because then you get this strength, but it's a small window that you have. So if you could do this, say you have a minute. When the research I did, I believe it was a minute. Say you have a minute. Say you're fighting for 15 minutes. Maybe you never use your adrenaline at all. Or you use 2 seconds here and then you chill. 2 seconds here and you chill. Opposed to put it all, then you're exhausted. I've been exhausted. I've been so exhausted. That's horrible. I'm sure you've been there too because you spar. When you're so fucking, they could take your lunch money and your old lady, like they'll take your car key and let me get your car keys, dog. Like, you see what I'm saying? And that's the worst part. But once I learned, if you could check them ducks off in a row and then manage your energy. Now think about this, Body Young. Say you're here and I'm throwing everything at 100. Wow, 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 wow. I'm still gonna gas out. How about maybe if I throw some numbers on it, man, maybe I'll throw some 20s, a 50, 100, back to like a 20, a 50. You see what I'm saying? Like mixing and matching. You see what I'm saying? Opposed to 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. I'm gonna gas out. It's like putting the pedal and just your gas is gonna go out quicker. And that's like the analogy I was talking about. If I said, Potty Young Man, sprint a mile, you could walk 20 miles if you wanted to. So if you can get more in that mindset, then it comes in the mind, dog. Sports psychology, dog. Talking about like self-talk and visualization. I'm huge with that shit, dog. Because how we got programmed, how they say it like this, dog. And I that's why I relate to this, dog. What they say is this: we got bullshit in our mind. We have bullshit and concrete. Bullshit and concrete. They say we have to break the concrete and pull the bullshit out, then get to the next layer of concrete because it's so deep in us. Like you too, because you were a gang member too. And I see you. That's why I respect it too, dog, because I see you like, oh, the mind, and you're deep into like trying to change. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my homeboy Mike, he's still living that life. I love him to death, dog. That's what I'm saying. I don't judge nobody that's still living that because I got like, these guys are like my brothers, dog. 2 of them, I just talked to one of them a couple days ago. And my dog Mike, he be disappearing and coming back. But they're still living like that. So I'm not sitting here judging. These guys are like you could tell a real brother, dog, when you're on your ass and someone's there, dog. Because I'll tell you what, when you're doing good, everybody wants to be your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're the man. But what happens when you ain't shit? That's when you see the real. And these 2 cats I'm talking about. I have a few more of them, but these 2 cats I'm talking about that are still gang banged out in Florida, living that life, dog. And I'm not going to talk too much about what they do, but I respect them a lot. So I'm not judging them for still living like that. And they're supportive as fuck of what I do. They ain't like, Jay, man, that's weak, dog. We should be doing what we're doing. Like I was talking about anyway. So there's so much, dog. I mean, I'm down to do part 2 and 3 maybe, dog, because if we get into that, then if we get into like the MMA side of it, any aspiring fighters, dog, like, look, let me show you something, dog. So, man, let me see.
There you go.
I don't know if you can see, dog. Let me get closer, dog. So I've been fortunate, dog, right, to be a part of like my own journey. Of like being a champion and then creating champions. Like, check this out. I don't know if you can see this one right there, dog. That Vigilant.
Yeah.
Dog, that's one of my guys, 3-time flyweight Vigilant champion. He gave me the belt.
Damn.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And he's still here. He's still one of my guys. Gangster as fuck. Not gangster in the term of our gangster, but G'd up. 3-time flyweight champion. They throwing him to the wolves, and he's fucking smashing people. Ooh. Another one right here. I don't know if you see that WCFL.
Yeah. I see it.
Matter of fact, I actually became the matchmaker for WCFL. That's another one of my guys, Scotty, the flyweight WCFL champion, and then all the other stuff, dog. And then like, I don't know if you ever heard of like ADCC, dog. So these are like a lot of these belts are mine too. The majority of those belts are mine too. these ADCC Opens, dog, like these shits are rough. I don't know if you can see it, dog. Where am I at? You see
Upstairs, there you
this
go.
shit?
Yeah, that.
Dog, that shit's rough as fuck to win those shits, dog. And I'm
Yeah,
like two-time ADCC Open champion. But I don't want to start talking about myself too much, dog. But where it is, hold up.
we're gonna get
What
into
is that?
all that.
If you do have these, what's up?
No, I said we're gonna get into all that. We should lace them up.
That's what I mean. Because if you're saying that, like the gloves up, guns down, gloves up. If you have these aspiring fighters, man, I'm a full-time samurai, dog. This is all I do. I don't have another job. You know what I'm saying? I owned a jiu-jitsu tournament. I ended up selling that for a good amount of whatever. Then now I'm this WCFL matchmaker, dog. More or less because my guys are getting back into MMA. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a squad. So these cats were the Rudy, the 3-time flyweight champion. He ended up getting married. He's still a coach of mine. Both the cats are coaches. So they went from the natural progression of like kind of like gang shit, dog. You're the soldier, and then all of a sudden you're like the OG and the general, and you're the one kind of calling the shots. So these cats are my coaches now. So they've been in the field. You know what I'm saying? They've been out there. So now they're coaching, and it's crazy, dog, because like I'm a student of the art of war, like Sun Tzu. You know what I'm saying? To get a black belt for me, dog, you have to read 3 books: The Art of War, Book of 5 Rings, and Think and Grow Rich. So it's not just about the jiu-jitsu. I want, and I haven't gave a black belt out yet, but I want my black belts to be like masters of strategy also. You know what I'm saying? And masters of your mind. You ever read Think and Grow Rich or heard of it?
I heard of it. I haven't read it yet though.
It's great. So it's not so much about the title, Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
It's like they say this, dog. One of the things they say is this. It's about your mind. It says if you want to become a janitor, and then you become a janitor, you're successful. So basically just it's more or less the power of your mind. Whatever you think is what you attract into your life. So if you're thinking about gangbanging shit, you're thinking about that, you're going to get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking about positive shit, you're thinking about like, hey man, I want to go compete. I want all of a sudden, all of a sudden a fucking ad might pop across your fucking shit. Hey, here's this MMA gym near you all of a sudden. So it's more or less like that. Now, I'm sure you know about the Art of War, dog, right? From Sun Tzu?
Yes, sir. What's your favorite quote on that one?
Oh, you want to know, Erica? If you know yourself and you know your enemy, you'll never be imperiled in 100 battles. If you know yourself and you don't know your enemy, you're going to win one, you're going to lose one. If you don't know yourself and you don't know your enemy, you're going to be imperiled in every single battle. So basically, like, let's think about this, Body Young, dog. Say me and you are going to fight MMA, right? I don't want to say me and you, dog, but say you're going to fight MMA against somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You are a striker. Like, you like to kickbox, right?
Yeah.
You are going to go against a grappler that doesn't have no striking, and he doesn't really have many takedowns. So meaning this, you know you're good at kickboxing, and you know your strengths. You're like, hey, I got a 1-2, I got a cross, I got a hook, I got my right kick, and then oh shit, my shit's gonna die, my phone's gonna die, and then you know your opponent, you know he's a grappler, so you're like, now you can approach this like this. Check this out. I'm gonna kickbox and wrestle in reverse. All you have to do is kickbox and then stuff his takedowns, and kickbox and stuff his takedowns. Now, say you did this. Say you're a kickboxer, you have no clue who you're going against. Now you're fighting a ghost.
Yeah, you're fighting.
You see what I'm saying? Now you're trying to adjust on the fly. The very least, if you know your opponent, you can strategize. That's what I was talking about before. When I go back in the sand, I sit back and I'm like, hey, check this out. Here's his weakness. The guy's weak. He's here. He's there. Like attacking castles and shit. Hey, all the soldiers in the front, they lined up all the soldiers in the front. You know what they're doing is they have 2 soldiers in the back. Why go through the front door? Let's go through the back door. And that goes more into strategy and taking out your ego, because you would think this, oh, all the soldiers are in the front. This is where I made a mistake coming up. All the soldiers are in the front. Fuck that. I'm going to go through the front. Like I want to test there. Nah, man, you're not gonna get that many victories that way. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Attack the weakness. And that's where I made a mistake. I'm teaching a lot of my students from my mistakes, because I do know the honor whole thing. That, hey, I don't want to be a buster. No. Oh, that fucked me up. Because what happens is, I see a gangster and I see his strength, And I'm like, I want to test his strength. And sometimes I would lose. Now, once I learned that attacking their weakness, avoiding their strength, then I started having more victories. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Makes perfect sense. That's the art of
I mean,
war.
I got a bunch of quotes from there, dog. I'm huge with the art of war. That apply to this. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about a lot of stuff, dog, like in my gym. I don't teach normally, like a normal person.
I,
I don't teach like
Orthodox.
I teach in like when I teach in like I teach about like systems, dog, like systems and sequences, and I talk about like Newton's laws of motion, dog, like the 3 laws of motion. Like Newton's 3rd law: for every action, there's an opposite equal reaction.
Yeah.
Things of this nature, dog, like reaction training and shit like that. So when you're new, you got to kind of learn like the base and the foundation. Later on, like I tell you like this, Body Young, I'm like, hey, Body Young, create it. You should be using a system. Create a system, and you're like, anybody kind of be like, what does that mean? Like, what the fuck's a system? Like, what exactly are you talking about? So a system in our game, in this MMA game, would be this. Number 1, you need a doorway. This is experts. This isn't me making shit up. This is me like researching these things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need a doorway to enter the system. So you need, hello?
Yeah.
So you need a doorway to enter the system. You know what I'm saying? Then 2, you need a home base, a core of the system. Then you're going to need, after this, you're going to need your primary attacks and your secondary attacks. Meaning this, say, I'll oppose that. Say I'm really good at like that too. Like I really like to throw that too. Like, you're catching good with that cross.
Great.
And that's my primary attack. Say it's already battle tested, boxing commission approved. You knocked out 3 people already. You're like, man, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my primary attack. Like I'm looking for that. Like we enter our system. I get to my angles, and then maybe I hit some feints, and then boom, you blast that too. That'd be my primary attack. But say that primary attack doesn't work always, and fighting stuff ain't promised. So you have your secondary attack. Maybe that 2 misses, you hit them with that 3, that hook. So meaning this, I'm giving you an example of the system, of like how to create a system. But that goes back to knowing yourself. That goes back to the art of war and knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. Now, you need a doorway, entry point into your system. 2, you need your primary attacks that you need to know, because your primary attacks might be different from mine. That's going to be individual. You need your secondary attacks. Then you need your transitions. Then you're going to need your exit from the system, and then re-enter it, and then a re-entry into the system. Meaning, that could be in the future, dog. We can start going. I'll sit here for like another 3 hours, dog.
This is a good one.
You're talking about a whole nother thing, dog. Like,
because our main thing is taking off these kids out the streets by thinking that they're hard by shooting people, but scared to fight. Yeah.
See, that's why.
Yeah.
This is the reason, dog, and this is because this is how it kind of is at my gym. The reason I told all those stories is so these kids could relate. Because check it out. Say a dude never lived that life. Say someone's never in the street, and he's like, hey, kids, you should just, and they're like, man, you've been living in Beverly Hills, and you went to college, you were in the tennis club. Like, what you know about that life? You don't know about fighting on the street. You don't know about gangbanging. Why would I listen to you? You see what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to learn? Say you're learning from your kickboxing coach, and this dude never kickboxed before. Why would you want to learn from that? You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that goes back to me telling all those stupid ass stories, because I want whoever's listening to this to be like, okay, I can relate to that, dog. This dude has swam. Maybe he could teach me how to swim a little bit, dog. Maybe he could teach me how to get out of this fucking ocean. I got out of, anyway, dog. Yeah, because I'll start getting.
Perfectly said. You know what I mean? And we still got a lot to say. And this is my shit. And you're helping a lot with everything, bro. You know what I mean? You're gonna get to a lot of people. So, man,
I appreciate that, dog.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, big bro, man. You know what I mean? We still need to learn a lot. So, you know what I mean? We're gonna continue this and come through.
Real quick, dog. Hold on.
Yeah,
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. Hold on, real quick before we go, because we're about to go right now. I remember you telling about your homeboy. Damn. I'm thinking about your story. Didn't one of them dudes do kung fu or something?
Which one? Sing Hey Loudie?
Yeah, is that your boy did Kung Fu?
Yeah. He's right there.
So check
Somewhere.
this out.
He's back in Fresno now.
I forgot about this in my story, dog. The
Yeah.
first thing I did was Kung Fu. When
Oh,
I was a teenager, dog, when I was a teenager, I would go do Kung Fu, like Shaolin Kung Fu. But I would go fight and it would turn into this shit. Whap, whap, whap. Like, because I'm doing like the forms and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the
yeah.
form. And I was in that shit, dog. I'm talking about we were doing Sulam Dao, which means like little idea. We were doing monkey style. We were doing Bong Sao, Pak Sao. We were doing the whole thing. But I was using that shit to go fucking fight on the street. And it would just turn into like, anyway, that's a whole nother story because I got mixed up
Yeah.
too, dog.
Man,
I was blazing up. Huh?
no, I was gonna say we still got a lot, man. Still got a lot.
Dog, I'll tell you one. Let me see, dog. 2 seconds, dog. I'm training. I forgot about this whole part, dog, of my life.
Yeah.
Dog, I'm training. I would blaze up this dude, John. He was like 250. And I'm doing like stupid shit. I'm like crouching down. I would come up and just mix him up. Bing, 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 bing. Just I was doing kung fu. I was just swinging real quick. Dog, his homeboy didn't like that. There was this big ass cat, Tom. And my old kung fu coach used to make us like he was ahead of his time. Like he was trying to show us like arm locks and arm bars, and he would make us spar with the little gloves. I remember Tom, dog. I went like this, and he's like, "You ready? Go!" And I tried to jump up, and Tom blazed me up. Bing, 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 bing. And I remember I got mad. And this is what I've been telling a lot of people, dog. Not a lot of people, my students. Control your emotions. The same shit with the poker face. If you get hurt, control your emotions because it's gonna fuck you up. Dog, I remember he blazed me up. I got back. I went to go again. He blazed me up again. Bing, 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 bing. Dog, I took the gloves off. He's like 6'2", 6'3". Just blazed me up. I took the gloves off, talking about, what's up? What you want to do? Like he wouldn't fuck me up without the gloves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my phone's about to die, dog. But anyway, I can tell that story next time because I completely forgot about the whole training thing, dog. And that carries off into my story nowadays because my coach let me train for free. And because I was poor, dog. And I do that for some of the guys here, dog. The kids that are struggling, I sponsor some of them, dog. Let them I say, look, if you can't afford it, dog, just come and train, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, man. You're doing an honorable thing, bro. A lot of people they don't understand yet, but they will soon, though. You know what I mean?
I hope so. I'm not perfect, dog. I'm still trying, man. Like I ain't sitting there like this angel. I ain't sitting here, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying, dog. Like
I
but hey, all
appreciate
right,
you. Yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna chop it up again and shit soon and shit, man. You know what I mean? And with that being said, you'll know what time it is. Say what you mean and mean what you say, because real recognize real, homeboy. Yes, sir.
Peace, dog.